right, just me and Fester right now. Hey, Fester, glad you could make it.
I'm glad I made it, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I was concerned about both you and Roxanne because I got no prep email from you last night, no contact. Roxanne usually sends me 2 preparation emails, and I got nothing. And Roxanne is not sitting at her microphone right now as we come on the air at 6:01. I have not seen any text messages. So Froggy's out today.
He is in New Orleans.
That's right. Froggy's on the way to, I guess he's probably there, right?
Yeah, he had a flight yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening.
Right, yeah, because he was not supposed to be here yesterday, but then he realized, he's a disheveled mess. I don't know how he really functions. I don't know how he's running a multi-million-dollar shelving and fixture company and pallet rack and warehouse, big giant rack. I don't know how he runs the company. I got to be honest.
He's really an amazing person when you think about it.
But he's kind of a wreck. He just is very disorganized. He had a meeting to shoot a video here on Monday. He blew that off. Buck, our video guy, is like totally pissed at Froggy, and Buck won't even answer me. Buck, our video guy, I texted him like 7 times, I called him twice, texted him, has not responded to me at all. Yeah, Froggy was supposed to shoot some kind of a
promotional video for the show.
Exactly,
yeah.
A promotional video for sales, and Froggy just blew it off. And apparently they had been in touch with Froggy like 3 times to make sure he was going to be there. And Froggy just walked out and said, yeah, I don't feel like doing it. And the problem is our video department used to have 3 people, and then it's been cut back to 1 person. And, it's just there's a big giant hassle going on. But Froggy, he had said, oh, yeah, guys, hey, I'm not going to be in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of this week. I've got to go to New Orleans for some kind of shelving convention of some sort. And then on Tuesday, he said, oh, yeah, hey, guys, I'll be there tomorrow, meaning yesterday, because my flight doesn't leave until 5 p.m.
Yeah.
How does he not know this stuff?
I think he blocks out whole days. Like, I'm leaving on Wednesday. The only thing I'm doing on Wednesday is taking a flight. But he doesn't realize it's in the afternoon or it's at dinner time. So.
Hey, my Instagram is acting up. I got to figure out if it's just me or if it is like widespread. I'll get into that coming up. Got an interesting email yesterday, and I didn't know that people really kept track of this, but an emailer, listener to the show, said, hey, MJ, you haven't had Michelle on the show in a week. Is she okay? What's the story? Are you still together?
Has it been a week?
Yeah. I guess listen, I call Michelle as warranted. So I've got a concerned listener who wants to know, is Michelle okay? And they would like proof of life.
I'll tell you what.
That's what it says in the. Can we get proof of life that Michelle? What do you think? I buried her in the backyard?
There was a time when the neighbors didn't see my wife for like 2 weeks, and they started a rumor that I chopped her up. They're like, well, where is she? We haven't seen her come out of the house. They just hadn't seen her.
Jeez, unbelievable. Oh, Roxanne's just strolling in.
Hey, Rox.
Hi, guys.
Are you a disheveled mess also?
No, but I'm wearing my favorite bathrobe outfit again. But
that's your Tibetan monk outfit is what that is.
Okay, what? I didn't send you prep?
I got no emails from you.
What are you talking about?
I got no emails from you last night. 0. None from Fester either. And now you're just strolling in like, hey, it's a flex time. It's 6:05. We've been on the air for 5 minutes.
You knew I was at Kevin James late last night. I was going to be there late.
5 minutes late? If you come in late, come in at 7:20. Oh, man, I had to sleep in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, Roxanne did tell us that she was getting dragged to Kevin James
I wasn't dragged,
at the Hard Rock
yeah.
last night. And so you're late. How is it that you're late and you're making an excuse that you're 5 minutes late and it's all because of Kevin James? 5 minutes late. I don't know. You really couldn't have been here 5 minutes earlier, and you couldn't have been here at the beginning of the show. Kevin James made me late. I'm 5 minutes late. Couldn't get in.
MJ,
Couldn't get in.
Listen, I rolled in this morning at 1 a.m. Listen, I'm going to be at the show at 7. I just need an extra hour, dude. I'm going to be of no use to you at 6. I'll be there. I promise I'm going to support you, but I need a little time. That's late because of Kevin James. But like 35 seconds late.
Yeah, and I got no email from you last night.
Okay.
You're usually good for 2 prep emails, sending me. We all do different. We all do different things. We all hit different areas. We're all looking at different sources, and that's how we spread the preparation for the show around. So Fester hits a couple of things. Roxanne hits things. Froggy does jack crap. He does nothing.
He hits a glass pipe.
Yes, that's accurate.
All right, I'm not trying to take shots while he's not here.
So Roxanne, I have no emails from you.
I didn't hit send.
Well,
Look.
like
He's right.
like I said, I got no email from you, and then you're late. I didn't know whether you were breathing. People want proof of life for Michelle. I wanted proof of life for Roxanne. All right, just getting rolling. It's a pretty busy show, pretty jammed up. I had something very interesting said to me recently, and I'm trying to figure out how to bring this up with specificity, because it does have to do with legitimately a missing person. So I got to figure out how to get it on, and because I don't want to give away the source, but the person was adamant about the missing individual. All right, hold on. I'm going to figure out how to weave this mystery into the program today. Just getting rolling. It is going to be a don't miss. Oh, we got to get this wedding put together.
Listen, I haven't contacted this guy since yesterday morning because we don't have any details or plans or.
Well, it's a simple, quick, down and dirty wedding on Valentine's Day, live in the studio.
Is that what they're looking for? Is a down and dirty wedding?
Well, what do they want? We're going to cater it? Really?
They wanted to bring 20 people yesterday morning.
Well, we're not going to cater the thing. I mean, we just laid off 2 people from our video department. We're not going to cater the thing.
Ooh, unless we got like Sardo's to bring cannolis.
Hang on. 608. Well, I guess we could do that. Sardo's Pizza catered.
Man.
All right, hang on. Back in a second. Just getting rolling. It's the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Pat's got MJ Morning Show here on Q105. MJ and the crew, 620. Hey, I'm just going through my Super Bowl pile. We got a lot of stuff today. There's a lot of stuff ramping up to the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. Roxanne late today because she was out late last night. So you were out so late at the Hard Rock seeing Kevin James that Roxanne showed up 5 minutes late because getting here 5 minutes earlier was that much bigger of a deal.
That's waking up at 5:20 and not 5:15.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what's funny? You know what's actually kind of funny?
Tell me what's funny.
yeah, please.
I hope Kevin James was actually funny last night at the Hard Rock.
But it was so late by the time I went to bed last night. I go, Roxanne, just give yourself an extra 5 minutes. You showered before the Kevin James event. You can just.
Oh, you didn't shower this morning?
Wait. And so
wait for it.
So I set my alarm for 5 minutes later than I normally wake up, just to give myself 5 extra minutes of sleep.
Oh.
However, I woke up, I was like, no, I was in a casino. I have to take a shower.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Do they allow smoking in the Hard Rock?
Yeah.
They do. It's crazy. Like, I can't get over it.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
But that's like the Vegas thing. It's like, we're so used to smoking not being permitted indoors, but in Vegas, for instance, smoking is everywhere.
Yeah.
So they have smoking and non-smoking playing floors. So you can
At the Hard Rock?
Yeah, if you want
Okay.
to play in a non-smoking
Right.
area, they have that. And
Now-
I know because I've been kicked out with my big stinking cigar.
I-
and they're like, "Sir, this is a non-smoking area."
I have not been to the Hard Rock in a long, long time because, I love craps. See, craps is my game, and they don't have craps at the Hard Rock. Weren't they supposed to? What happened with that whole Seminole casino thing and the Seminole Indians? And we were supposed to get. I thought was there a referendum or there was something that was voted on or whatever the story was. But I thought that the Seminole tribe and the Hard Rock deal, I thought that we were supposed to get all of the typical games, and I thought craps was amongst those games, and it never happened. So I would be at the Hard Rock at least 5 times a week if they had crap. No, I'm kidding. If you have a gambling problem, call 800. No, I would probably go there maybe once a month, once every other month, because I love craps.
Seems like something Andrew or Fester, you guys would know about. Do you know what he's talking about?
Andrew, do you have any idea? What was it? There was a story like 5 years ago or 4 years ago that it was voted in or something, and that the Hard Rock was going to get all of the typical Vegas casino games.
They have roulette and craps over there, but it's not the traditional. It's electronic.
It's
No,
like
that's
digital.
They have it's real.
I know.
It's the real dice,
No,
but it's
I know.
not somebody physically rolling them.
What do you mean it's electronic? Like video poker?
No, it's mechanical. The way it rolls the dice.
No person like a little lever launches 2 dice.
No, that's not craps to me.
Well, if somebody had a robotic arm,
Wait
it'd
a
be the
second.
same
They
thing.
have the big, 14-foot long craps tables. They have the big long.
No, it's not done that way. It's different. The
No,
the wagering is the same.
No. I need a big long craps table with the people around the horseshoe of both sides. I need the croupier. I need the pit boss. I gotta throw the dice against the wall with the little spikes on it. Yeah,
So in 2018, lawmakers voted on Amendment 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
to
about.
Expand level 3 or class 3 level games,
Right.
Which includes table games, including craps, roulette, and
Okay,
blackjack.
so what the hell happened?
The legislature did something, and it never transpired. So it
Because I remembered that they were supposed to get the games, and then what happened? Why did the games not arrive?
So because nothing got done, it reverted back to the 2010 agreement, and that's why there's no sports book, no craps, and no live roulette, at least for now.
All right, well,
This is like a fan site, not a news site.
there we have it. Well, I'll tell you what, I love craps. That's the game I play. Listen, I know how to play blackjack pretty well, but
I tell you right now, the best bet at the casino is the Council Oak Steakhouse.
well, that's the other point I was
yeah,
making.
you want to win every time?
Right.
You go to Council Oak.
Well,
There's a good sushi restaurant there, too.
I was going to mention that in that the last time I was at the Hard Rock was when the Alaska crab guys, what was the deadliest catch?
Oh,
The last time I was at at Council Oak was years ago because I was supposed to have dinner with the captain of the Time Bandit. because they came in on the show. They were promoting The Deadliest Catch. What was that, on A&E or whatever, Discovery or
One of those channels.
One of the channels. And they were in town, and I was supposed to have dinner with the captain of the time bandit from Deadliest Catch, and it was at Council Oak. And he didn't show up. They had a deckhand. I swear, they had a deckhand. The captain couldn't make it. I don't know what the hell his. What do you mean you can't make it? You fly to Tampa, Florida, do promotion, and you got dinner at a steakhouse and you can't make it?
Nothing about a guy who runs a crab ship reeks over responsibility. I mean, come
anyway,
on.
so the story was, I've been to Council Oak twice, and that place is good.
Yeah.
Council Oak is solid. I mean,
My favorite.
Amongst the top steakhouses, as far as I'm concerned. They are good. And I was there twice. I have not been to Council Oak in a long time. It's been, maybe it's 8 years. Maybe, it's been a long, maybe more.
Did you get your own knife there?
Yeah,
They give you
you know
do
what?
have your own knife there?
Well, it's not there. My own knife is in my kitchen drawer.
Okay.
When they opened up, they gave a lot of
they
custom
gave
knives.
they gave us a knife when they first opened up. They came by and they gave me a Council Oak steak knife. But is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be there.
No.
Mine's at home.
Okay, initially they had it. They still have large cases with knives.
Yeah.
But it has since been replaced with really famous people. And you would have been thrown out years ago. And maybe like for the grand opening, they might have had one that said MJ.
Yeah.
But after being open for 3 weeks, it's like, okay, let's
Take
put Tom
your
Arnold,
knife.
right?
Take your knife and get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Well, MJ, you got to get out to Hard Rock because they've redone it since you've been there. They have like this amazing new pool area. I mean,
Right.
it's completely redone.
I need craps. I need the legislature to get back in the. I need craps at the Hard Rock is what I need.
I'll get Ron and Chief on the line, and we'll have a joint call.
Let's do that. All right. So Roxanne, you went to see Kevin James last night.
I did, and he was great. He mostly made fun of his family, his kids, his wife, himself.
Mm-hmm.
He also, talked about how stupid he was, and it kind of reminded me of this show.
Why did he talk about how stupid he was?
But just like in conversation with people, and he was like misusing words, and it just was really, very self-deprecating. It was a good show.
Now, I've never been to a show at the Hard Rock. What kind of venue do they have there?
Okay.
What type of room? How big is it?
Seats 1,500.
Okay.
I think this is a new venue.
Yeah, it opened like 2 years ago.
All right,
Right.
so this is a new addition to the Hard Rock with like a new little auditorium?
Right, and it's on
Okay.
the casino floor. You go in, and it's this, 1,500 seat room. It's
It's kind of
nice.
like how Vegas is. The Vegas, a lot of the Vegas places where they have the big shows is you walk through the casino floor to get to the venue, and guess what? When the show's over, everybody gets dumped out into. It's
Right.
like a ride at Disney or Universal that after the big rides they dump you out right into the gift shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Except
After
for the
after the
shop.
big shows of the casinos, you get dumped out right into the casino. Yeah.
All right, maybe MJ, it might be time for you to take a Saturday night and take the old lady out to the Hard Rock
Do
just to walk around.
I don't think Michelle wants to be called the old lady.
Yeah, I don't think so
You
either.
can call your wife the old lady. Yeah.
Listen,
Call her his better half.
everybody has an old lady. Listen, guys, they're your old lady. Take the old lady to the Hard Rock.
No, I've never said that. I don't consider Michelle my old lady.
I'll call her an old lady. I'll call everybody an old lady.
Okay.
How's your old lady?
So give me a Kevin James
Okay,
joke. Give,
so
give
I'll
me,
give you a
give
Kevin
me
James
some
joke.
joke that
here
he
you
told
go,
last
here you go.
night. Yeah.
This is my favorite. So he's talking about your apps, how hard it is to delete an app from your phone. And he's like, God, they make it so difficult,
Why is it
And then-
so hard? I
and
go
then-
to the. Hold on.
And then once you hit that button and start to delete them, they all start shaking. They're, ooh, don't pick me, don't pick me.
no,
I'm your
that's
calorie
the
counter.
iPhone. I'm an Android.
Yeah, you don't know what
user.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
MJ
So
would have
this-
sat there with his arms
No,
folded.
you know what? No, I have an iPad, so I have seen the app
The shaking.
Yeah,
The shaking.
yeah.
And the one's like, oh, I'm the calorie counter. He never even looks at me. Hopefully it's not me. And oh, I'm 30 days to be fluent in Spanish. The guy couldn't be fluent in Spanish if it was 30 years and he lived in Guatemala, blah. And so he's talking about like deleting his apps. And I thought that was funny. Then you try to move the apps. No, you can't move me. Everybody does this if you have an iPhone, but I guess that joke would have really fallen flat for you. MJ.
Yeah, I'm an Android user. Like I'm on
Yeah,
my.
what is?
Bunch of Android people in the back. What the hell is this guy talking about?
I'm on my latest February update for Android 13 right now, and I'm going through my apps. I'm going to find an app to delete right now, something I just don't use. All right, here's the My Q105 app. All right, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Hang on. So I'm looking at my apps right. I want to show how quickly it is to believe to. All right, the Blink app, because
That's a short book.
no. Blink is like a surveillance video thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I did commercials for Blink a while ago, and they sent me a free Blink cam, and it's cool. It was nice, but I haven't used it, and that was like I used that in New York. All right, so hold on. If I want to delete it, look at this. I go to my app. I hard press on the Blink app, then I click app information, and then uninstall. Boom. Okay. Yes, and boom, it's gone. What's so tough about that? Hey, Kevin James, dump your crap-ass iPhone and get an Android and get rid of an app in 3 seconds. The Blink app is gone. It's off my phone. It's gone. Kevin?
Kev.
Yeah, Kev. Did you go backstage? You get to meet him?
No.
Oh, I thought you had all kinds of connections and you knew him, and Doug has friends that hang with him. And
3 people came up to me yesterday about Roxanne's one line. She said,
I know what. Please, I'm going to eat my words so bad.
She said,
I'm so embarrassed.
She said, "Front row or Mama don't go." About the
So
Kevin.
listen.
When Doug said he was buying tickets, Roxanne said yeah, and I looked at her and I didn't harp on her.
Front row or Mama don't
She
go.
said that yesterday on the show, and I kind of glanced at her. And 3 people came up to me yesterday. She goes, "Roxanne only goes to front row." I was like, "Yep, only front row."
It was like a sarcastic joke that I said when I said front row don't go. But I do like for Doug to get good tickets. But that's not entirely true. I was
Where
like,
were
"Oh,
your
front
seats
row."
last night?
Let me tell you, the back row.
Oh,
in
back
the back of the
row,
building?
and Mama did go. You were in the back row of a 1,500 seat
I'm like,
amphitheater.
we're walking up the stairs. Up the they're kind of like bleacher stairs. I'm like, Doug, what's happening? What's happening? Why are we still walking?
You're
Why
in
are
the
we not sitting?
back row? Seriously, you were in the back row of Kevin James?
And I'm looking at our friends. I'm like, what is going on? But that's a testament to the Hard Rock. They are all good seats. And I'm like, look at the nice feature of these seats. And I'm hitting my head
Against the wall.
Against the wall.
The guy holding the light is behind
My
her.
God.
And I mean, that was a joke when I said
That's quite a
front row or
difference
Mama
from
won't.
front row, Mama don't go.
It was a
and
joke when I said that.
and
but
you're in the back freaking
but-
row. Hey, good job, Doug. That's great.
Doug.
Yeah, dig Doug with the incredible back row seats.
Got his tickets from Bob Uecker.
And Doug.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you had headphones on, you'd hear him playing stuff there, Andrew.
I hear it.
Yep. Okay. All right. What were you saying? Over the jingle?
I was saying that she gets her tickets from Bob Uecker.
Oh, there you go.
And Doug.
All right, 6:33 at the MJ Morning Show. I got a good pile of morons in the news. Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. If you're building. All right, here we go. Early morons in the news. Good stuff today. Hey, if you're driving drunk, which first of all is abhorrent, I hate Illinois Nazis and I hate drunk drivers. But if you are drunk and you're driving, what's like the worst thing you could do?
Oh,
I'm not talking about running over. I'm not talking about running over like a van full of nuns. No, like what type of an event or what kind of a situation could you possibly happen upon if you happen to be driving drunk?
Like going to an AA meeting or something?
No. This is going to take too long.
There's so many options.
More hints.
Drunk. I'm just going to give it up. Drunk driving woman drives through an active Pasco County police investigation. So you got a police investigation that's going on the road, and you're drunk, and you drive right through the investigation.
Have you ever got stopped at like those police roadside DUI checkpoints?
It's been a long time. You know what? Interesting you bring that up. The last time that I got stopped at a DUI checkpoint was on Dale Mabry in like the late 90s. So Dale Mabry around Neptune.
Do they still do those?
I think they do. You don't hear about them as much, but those used to be a little more common, maybe, or maybe they're so common now that that we don't talk about them as much.
I haven't seen one in over. I don't know when the last time I saw one was.
I was last at a DUI checkpoint again, Dale Mabry and around Neptune, Henderson area, and this would have been 1998, 1999. It was a long time. And listen, I know plenty of cops. You know what they do at those DUI checkpoints?
Yeah, they flash their light right in your eyes and they look for signs of being drunk.
Well, aside from that's the obvious.
Oh, okay.
When DUI, and maybe we should grab some calls on this. Any police officers listening? What's the last DUI checkpoint that you were part of?
I think I got stopped in the 90s as well. I don't think in the last 20 years I've gotten pulled over like that or stopped.
All right, here's the number, 800-990-1047. If you'd like to weigh in. Hey, if you're a regular listener, when's the last DUI checkpoint that you saw with a local police department, sheriff's office, whatever? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. We'll grab some early phone calls during Early Morons in the News. But what I want to say is that one of the things the cops do, they look for the U-turners. Do you know about the U-turners?
Oh, yeah, someone who wants to avoid the checkpoint.
You got it. Front row or you won't go. What they do, if you have the DUI checkpoint straight ahead, they usually post some police before the checkpoint, and a lot of times they're unmarked cars, and they look for those people that are like, oh, they're, a lot of times they'll have those little construction signs, and it'll say slow DUI checkpoint or something to that effect. And phones are ringing. 800-990-1047. When was the last time you saw or were in a DUI checkpoint? Or if you're a law enforcement officer.
Do they still actively do them? I remember we used to not promote, but advise people there'll be a DUI checkpoint this weekend but I don't recall that in years.
Yeah, it's been a while since I recall those being publicized is the word you were looking for. But again,
it was.
People that are drunk, if they see there's a DUI checkpoint up ahead or people that are impaired, they'll do the U-turn. Ooh, I'm going to get out of here. And a lot of times the police departments or sheriff's offices, they'll have little chaser units looking for the U-turners and then follow them and see if there's any kind of probable cause that they might be drunk and then pull them over. But that's pretty famous. All right, let's go to phones. If you recently saw a DUI checkpoint, or when was the last one you saw? Or if you're law enforcement, does your agency still do DUI checkpoints? 800-990-1047 is how you get in. 800-990-1047. I still haven't gotten to the damn story here.
I'm sorry to get you off a little bit. But...
Yeah, well, it's okay.
All right.
This is a very free-flowing, free-form show. Dennis in Zephyr Hills. Hey, Dennis, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Hey, buddy, when's the last DUI checkpoint you were through?
It was back in 2016. I was a senior in high school. I was driving with a buddy, and we were just driving, cruising around, and we came across a checkpoint. And there was a long line. You know, they were checking everybody, but he decided to make a U-turn, and we just went the other way. Luckily, they didn't even come and get us, so...
Yeah, because a lot of times they have the units waiting for the U-turners because that's like a big flashing red light that, someone just made a U-turn. And sometimes it's if there's a long line of traffic, people are just going to go a different way. But a lot of times it's because they're hammered. Hey, buddy, thanks for checking in, man. And I would imagine, was this up in Pasco?
No, sir. This was actually in West Palm when I lived out there.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Palm Beach County. All right, man. Thanks, Dennis. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Let's grab Vanessa in Holiday. Hello, Vanessa.
Hey there. How are you?
We are well. All right, DUI checkpoints.
I came up on one, and I did, in fact, do a U-turn. However, what I thought was that it was an accident.
Did anyone come after you for making the U-turn?
They did, and...
Look at that. All right, hang on. All right, tell us the story.
It was probably about 2:00 in the morning, and I was driving home, and I was coming up on a part of the road that did a bit of a turn, and I saw a bunch of cops there, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get stuck in this because I saw it kind of backed up, and I said, I don't want to get caught in the traffic. I just want to get home. I did a U-turn, and someone came after me, and obviously, well, I hadn't been drinking, thank God, and they stopped me and asked me what was going on and why I turned around.
Yep.
And I said I thought it was an accident, and I didn't want to be sitting in the traffic, because it was only...
And they determined pretty quickly that you were not impaired, so you were cool, right?
Correct.
Excellent.
Correct.
Thank you, Vanessa. Exactly the phone call that I was looking for. Perfect phone call, Vanessa.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
You too. All right, let me grab a couple here. The phones have just blown up. I haven't even gotten to the story yet. Jerry, what's the story? Jerry in Spring Hill. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm 47 years old. I live in Spring Hill, Florida, and I have never been through a DUI checkpoint.
Well, a lot of times they happen at like 10 o'clock at night
or later
and on is what it is. Jerry, good call. Thank you, man. All right, last one on this because I don't want to run too late. Let me grab because I have to tell the story still. Aaron's in Seminole. Hey, Aaron, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing?
We are well. All right, DUI checkpoints. Have you seen one recently?
No, it wasn't a DUI checkpoint, but on I-20 in Louisiana, there used to be a big flashing sign that they would pull out that had the red and blue lights that said drug checkpoint 1 mile ahead.
Hold on, your phone is terrible. Did you say drug checkpoint 1 mile ahead?
Yeah, they would have like the police dogs and everything out there
man.
looking for.
That's in Louisiana?
And then, Aaron, what happened?
A half a mile before the checkpoint, there was an exit ramp, and if you looked at the end of the exit ramp, all the cops were sitting down there.
They all got off.
Everybody got off. They had drugs, and they had the cops sitting down there waiting.
There you go. So they were waiting at the exit ramp just before the so-called drug checkpoint.
1 mile.
That's hysterical. Thank you, Aaron. Have a great day. All right, so the story is, the reason why we took phone calls, drunk woman drives through an active Pasco County police investigation. Total moron in the news. Yeah, woman accused of driving through an active investigation, charged with DUI, according to the Newport Richey Police Department. Police were investigating a crash on Tuesday night near US 19 and Green Key Road. 39-year-old man lost control of his motorcycle. While officers were investigating the scene, a woman identified as Kathleen Pulaski drove her vehicle onto the curb and threw the police tape, running over evidence, according to the release from the Newport Richey Police Department.
That's a tainted crime scene now.
Yeah, Channel 8 had the story. She was arrested and charged with DUI. Yeah, the guy that was involved in the motorcycle wreck, they took him to a local hospital, and he did not make it. Terrible story. But, yeah, driving drunk through a crash scene, through an active investigation, and you're running over evidence. Kathleen, ma'am, that's no way to go through life, all right?
Not cool, Kathleen.
Yeah, not at all. All right, I still haven't scratched the morons of the news. Stand by. We'll pick up with Chunk 2, Morons of the News, next. on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Window. Here on a Thursday, week is going by pretty quickly for us. I don't know about you. Fester, Roxanne, and MJ, me here. Froggy is out. Froggy's in New Orleans selling, shelving. The early Morons in the news continues, and man, this is just funny. And I typically wouldn't do a Morons in the news story that just was like the run-of-the-mill embezzlement story, but it's the name. I kind of teased a moment ago, man, I got a great name for a Morons in the news story. So a regular run-of-the-mill embezzlement story, you know what? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this.
Like somebody steals from their employer?
Yeah, but
or from
the only reason why I'm doing the story is because of the name of the perp.
Okay.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What? That's crazy. What a dumb name.
No, that's where it happened.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry. You've been setting up the name.
No, I'm telling you where it happened.
I'm sorry you said I have a dumb name, and then you said Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No, the person's
That's like
not named Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Ever.
It's not just the name of the person.
I'm sorry.
All right, so this happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I see. Okay, I'm sorry.
Tulsa police have arrested a woman accused of embezzling more than $31,000 while working as a cashier at Walmart. All right?
Yeah.
Officers say other employees reported seeing the employee stealing money from the cash registers and hiding it in her pockets. So she would just take money out of the drawer and just stuff it in her pockets. According to the police, employees say they allegedly saw her take between $900 and $5,000 on camera 15 different times. Police say that the individual told officers that she'd been taking money for about 5 months to pay for her tuition and bills. She was arrested on felony embezzlement charges. Now, you ready for the name?
Yes.
The name of the employee, Shadymon.
Wow. I mean, if anybody's going to get pinched for embezzling, it's the Shady Mon.
Yeah, man, I tell you stealing the money from the Walmart, that's really Shady Mon. Very Shady Mon.
It's bombastic.
So, the person's name, Shady Mon. The woman, I've never heard of this name, Shadymon. How else would you pronounce that?
Shadymon.
Shadymon.
Yeah.
Shadymon Patie, Patie. I have never heard of the name Shadymon. I've heard, you want some Ganjamon. I've never heard of Shadymon, but tell you what, that's a Shadymon who's stealing money out of the cash register, sticky fingers in the till at the Walmart. Shadymon. I love that name, Shadymon. Hey, can you look up, I guess if you do a Google search for Shadymon, that story is going to come up. Just out of curiosity, do a Google, just type in Shadymon, Shadymon, and just see what comes up. See if anything else comes up other than this story. Shadymon, that looks like an Instagram account. Watch, that's different. That's a different spelling.
Shadymon.
Shadymon, meaning, pronunciation, and origin.
Shadymon.
So that's one name.
Shadymon Buckner on SoundCloud.
Is it one word?
Could it be?
It's just one word.
It's Shadymon Buckner.
Shadymon is one word. Shadymon.
Yeah, there's a couple people named Shadymon.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying what's going to come up, and if there's any explanation for the name. Listen, I love that. If we get an intern in here, I'm going to name him Shadymon. So, you know the guy that was stealing all the monkeys from the zoo in Dallas?
Yeah.
There's an update on this dude.
Well, when you say all the monkeys, you mean the two monkeys?
Well, there were a couple of incidents with animals being stolen.
But one at the Dallas Zoo.
Yeah, so this guy, Davion Irvin, was arrested last Thursday, so a week ago.
Maybe it's Davion, because my daughter's name is Daviana.
I'm sure that's what they were going for.
Davion, Davion. So this guy was arrested last Thursday, and this is in connection with incidents at the Dallas Zoo. 2 monkeys went missing. But this guy, Irvin, the dude they pinched for stealing the monkeys, warned the police that if they release him, he's going to steal more monkeys. He made a statement to the cops, hey, if you release me, I'm stealing more monkeys. What is this guy's game?
He told them.
What, does he not want to be released? Does he want to stay in jail? What is his deal?
I mean, eventually you have to release him, right?
A month after mysterious happenings at the zoo saw a clouded leopard escape its enclosure through a cut fence. Then monkeys went missing. There was also a death of a vulture. Guy faces 6 charges of animal cruelty, 2 charges of burglary. According to the affidavit, Irvin had a hand in the release of the clouded leopard named Nova in early January, but was later discovered on zoo property. So this guy was involved in all. Remember, the leopard escaped and they found the leopard. So this guy's involved in all this. He's letting animals out. This guy's stealing monkeys. This guy's like an all-around zoo menace.
Is he like an animal rights guy where he wants to open the zoos?
He said that he heard that Zoo Tampa was on the list for potentially winning best zoo in America.
It's quite an honor.
Stay away from Zoo Tampa. Stay away, man. But can you imagine you tell the cops, yeah, if you let me go, I'm just going to steal more monkeys. So what's this guy's game? I don't understand what his deal is. That doesn't make any damn sense to me.
Why doesn't he free the lions?
Let me tell you another, just a dumbass crook story here. This is a Florida dude, Florida man, Lance Kurtz. By the way, Lance is not your typical Lance spelling. It's Lantz. So I guess his parents wanted, because the last name is Kurtz, Kurtz. So Lance, they wanted they wanted his first name to end with a Z like the last name?
Yeah, they just like Z's.
Or TZ, because it's Lance Kurtz. Listen to what this dummy did. Stole dog food, antifreeze, some kind of tobacco device is what's listed, and cigarillos. Fester, what the hell are cigarillos?
Cigarillos are...
those like cigarettes?
Yeah, little cigarettes. Yeah, they're little tiny, little 5-minute cigars.
But guess what else this dummy did? Left his debit card at the store.
Come on, Lance.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Lance.
Yeah, he's got a dumb smirk on his face.
He looks like a Lance with a Z.
Yeah. A Florida dude under arrest. Cops say he stole from the gas station and left his debit card with his name on it at the scene of the crime. This happened over in Flagler County.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Cops responded to an alarm at a gas station early Sunday morning, Palm Coast, found the front door of the business unlocked. After searching the gas station, deputies found a credit card with the name Lance Kurtz sitting on the counter near the register. Security camera footage showed the guy entering the store from the back, stealing several items before unlocking the front door to make his exit. Yeah, cops said they recognized Kurtz, 21, from a vehicle fire earlier in the night. This guy's a mess. They found him with the disabled vehicle where he admitted to breaking into the location and taking the items. So that I could come back later and pay for it. That's what he said. I left the debit card so I could come back later and pay for it. This guy's a dummy. Oh, man, he was arrested, charged with armed burglary. That's why we call it morons in the news, ladies and gentlemen. When you break into a place, you steal cat food, or was it dog food, antifreeze, and cigarillos, and you leave a debit card with your name imprinted on the card.
Is it me, or do the names of these morons in the news, are they always like really stupid names, or they're names that really foreshadow the crime? That
You mean
these
like
people...
Shady Man?
Yeah, but it happens all the time. It's like a good lesson to name your kids something that isn't going to put them in a headline like this down the road.
Oh, so you should name your kid with the possibility that they're going to commit a crime, and if they commit a crime, that it's not a goofy name in the police report. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what the hell?
That's exactly what it sounds like you're saying.
Explain
what
what
I'm
you're
saying
saying.
is, don't name your kid something that's going to eventually sound like Shady Man. But we see this all the time. Like their names are like ironically tied to the crimes that they commit, or just a stupid name in general, like Lance with a TZ.
Give me a really dumb burglar name, Fester. Do you have one?
Better than Lance with a TZ? I don't know.
No, that's not a particularly good name. It's like what, like Sticky or something, you know?
Yeah, like that's a good burglar name. But I mean, basically, if you go through life and you have to explain, oh no, it's Lance with a TZ, you're already like a step behind in the game.
Roxanne, the problem is there's so many morons in the news that the ones with the dumb names just rise to the top.
All right, now.
Could be.
Of course, you've heard of the last name Burger, right?
Yes.
Are there any people with the last name Burglar?
I'm sure.
Is there really a last name?
Well, of course.
Burglar?
My maiden name is Rober. Some people pronounce it Robber. Rober's
your,
son.
your maiden
And
name
so
is
you-
Robber?
You know, what's the word? I emanated. Is that the word? No, probably not. But
Personified your name by being a petty thief.
I came from a line of robbers, right? Wouldn't that be the case?
Bunch of robber barons?
Son of a robber. And so I'm sure
But
there's
it's Robert?
Roberson.
Roberson.
We say Roberson, but
Okay.
my other side of the family says Roberson.
Yeah, after like several generations, the family decided to not be associated with thieves anymore.
I have the Super Bowl pile, and there's just a lot of interesting things with the Super Bowl. What's the mystery with famous football player Michael Irvin? What happened? This is a weird story. Michael Irvin has been sent home for he was going to take part in NFL Network Super Bowl coverage. They sent him home.
He's a big part of that network. He's on the Sunday morning show.
Hang on. This is weird. Also, Super Bowl ads, there's a particular category that's not going to be included this year. There's a particular Super Bowl category that's not going to be advertised. Wonder what that could be. Also, I have a listener that wants proof of life from Michelle because Michelle has not been on the show for about a week.
What?
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. We have not had a Michelle. Last week was the last time Michelle was on, and a listener wants to know if she's okay. All right, stand by. We start the long segment of the MJ Morning Show next, and that's just scratching the surface. A lot of stuff coming up in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't move. Exactly. And hey, what's the significance of 723 as we told you on yesterday's program?
This is the most stressful time of the day?
Yeah, like most stressful, most miserable time of the day has been pegged at 7:23 a.m. So it is my responsibility as a professional broadcaster to make sure that your time now at 7:23 is not stressful, not miserable. So am I doing a good job with
You're
it?
doing a great job. And
I mean, not really. I mean, you're only 20 seconds in.
Oh, by the way, today's entire show is done completely by Chat GPT. Just thought I'd point that out. That all of our voices, everything, it's all being done by Chat GPT.
It would be a lot funnier if that were the case. That AI comedy is really on point. I saw this guy online talking about how you could write chat AI books and sell them on Kindle. And it's amazing. They
Yeah, but I've also seen things where the writing is awkward.
and
It's
doesn't
so
make
awkward.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't really, seem natural with some of the Chat GPT stuff. Hey, we got to talk about
Chunk.
Well, actually, put a G and an R in front of that, but it kind of sounds like Gronk, doesn't it?
Gronk.
Yeah,
Chunk.
Gronk,
Chunk.
Gronk.
Chunk.
So Gronkowski is weighing in on Tom Brady's underwear social media post. What, he put it on Twitter, he put it on Instagram, and it was Tom Brady. He's pimping like boxer briefs or something, right?
he's pitching.
Or briefs.
Yeah, this was earlier in the week, and Tom Brady posted a photo. He actually posted it like 4 minutes after we ended the show on, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, right?
Well, he was listening to the live stream and the show ended, and he's like, take a picture of me in these brown underwear.
It was like 9:49 a.m. earlier this week. We had just shut the show down, and then Tom Brady puts out this image of him sitting on his bed in his apparent new seaside East Coast Florida condo. You can see the Atlantic Ocean in the background, and he's sitting on the bed. He's got nothing on except these like tannish boxer briefs. Who was it that noticed his legs looked filthy?
Well, Froggy pointed it out, and he has football player tan lines from the bottom of the kneecap to the top of the ankle. You see how white his feet are because he wears socks out on the field.
But from the bottom of his knees to his ankles, his legs look just filthy.
It's a football farmer tan is what it is. Look at his arms. See, like that's where the jersey comes to, right in the middle, right above his elbow.
All right.
It's a lifetime of that.
Yeah, you're right. But Gronk is weighing in on the fact that, what did we point out? That Tom Brady's sitting on the bed, and he's totally naked except for the boxer briefs, and he's got his hand positioned right in front of his package. And apparently Rob Gronkowski, the Gronk, commented and critiqued Tom, and Gronkowski said, "Dude, show us the package." I know those two are close, but really?
I like Tom Brady, too. That's all I want to see.
Rob Gronkowski with a little tip for Tom Brady. Next time you put out a thirst trap picture, show us the package. Yeah, he said that your hand placement's all wrong. You should have shown more. I don't think he did it right. His hand is not in the right place. Gronkowski was asked by Fox's Sports Day what he thought about the Tom Brady image. And Gronk said he's covering up a little bit. You're not supposed to be covering up. Yeah, you're supposed to be showing. You got to show the package, Tom. That's what Gronk said.
Chunk.
Well, Tom is a pitch man for this underwear. Maybe he was pitching a tent and he was covering it up.
That's especially when I want to show people.
Roxanne, really? I mean, you're just getting filthier by the day.
Sorry.
I
think
I loved it, Rox.
some modesty there.
Nah, you got to let it hang, man. You can't take underwear pics unless you want people to see your junk.
The Super Bowl egg test will occur tomorrow.
Yes.
Fester, are you prepared? Is everything set to go? Are you going to use, for the egg holders, the best thing that we found is getting rolls of Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Go to like sales cubicle desks out there and just rip off their Scotch tape roll, and then you unravel or just take a razor blade, cut all the tape off.
That's all we do.
And then the inner hub of the Scotch tape roll, those are great holders for the eggs. And have you already printed out the color logos for the Eagles and the Chiefs to put on the eggs?
I'll be printing out the logos today. I was thinking, do I want to tape a piece of logo to this egg, or could I dye the eggs? Like
No.
red, green?
Dude, why would you change things up? We always tape a logo.
How's dyeing the egg changing
No,
it up?
no,
Just
no,
dipping it in a little colored water.
no, do
The
not.
eggshell is porous.
Do not dye. Let's do what we've always done. Don't change things up. Why are you trying to make things more difficult? Tomorrow morning, we'll have 2 eggs in the microwave, and you print out a little color logo on the color printer out here. One is a little color Eagles logo. One is a color Chiefs logo. And then we put the logos on the eggs. And, folks, the Super Bowl egg test has been remarkably accurate. We put 2 eggs in the microwave. We fire up the microwave live on the air. It'll happen tomorrow morning in this segment. It'll happen sometime between 7:30 and 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll fire up the microwave, and we'll wait for one of the eggs to explode. The first egg that explodes, that's the loser. The surviving egg, that is the designated winner, and that's who will win the Super Bowl. So if you want to know who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow, Friday morning, listen to the MJ Morning Show around this time tomorrow, and we'll do the perennial Super Bowl egg test where the accuracy is just incredible, and you'll know going into the weekend who's going to win the Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl and football-related things, of course, this is the NFL and Super Bowl coverage on the MJ Morning Show. Now, I know the NFL is pretty litigious, but we're not giving away a trip. Like, if we're not an authorized sponsor, if we're not paying the NFL a ton of money, or if we're not part of a sanctioned promotion, then let's say we were giving away Super Bowl tickets. We're not allowed to say, hey, we're giving away Super Bowl tickets. You got to say, hey, we're giving away tickets to the big game.
Yeah, the big game or the championship game. Or something
where
like
does
that.
the NFL legal department fall if I say, now it's time for Super Bowl 57 coverage on the MJ Morning Show? Is that busting the rules?
No, because you're not giving something away or saying you're part of the Super Bowl.
But
the event is called the Super Bowl.
I'm just trying to remember what the rules are.
But what if we were giving away like a Super Bowl of nachos or something?
Oh, yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Bowl of cream of celery soup.
So when we come back on Monday, we don't have to keep saying, I watched the big game last night.
No. We're not giving something away.
It's only giveaways. Like, for instance, let's say this wasn't a sanctioned, but what if we gave away an American Standard or a Kohler toilet bowl?
Yeah. Right. And it was great. A really good one.
We're giving away a Super Bowl. Give it or a salad bowl.
Oh.
Maybe we go to Bed Bath. Let's find an open Bed Bath & Beyond, one they haven't closed yet.
There's only like 2 or 3 left.
And let's get a big salad bowl, and we'll give away the Super Bowl. Big, giant salad bowl. For your next dinner, we got you covered with the Super Bowl. How would you like to win? How would you like to win the Super Bowl right here on the MJ Morning Show? That's what we ought to do. All right, a couple of stories here related. First, though, this is good news. Did you see that Dr. Tom Mayer, who's the medical director for the NFL Players Association, did you hear what Dr. Tom Mayer said about Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin? He's the guy that collapsed in cardiac arrest, and guy was like almost dead on the field.
They revived him twice on the field, right?
Well, they revived him, I think, once on the field. They did CPR for 9 minutes. They pulled out the defibrillator. I think he was shocked on the field once, and then they also had to defib him in the ambulance on the way to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. But listen to this. Dr. Tom Mayer, the medical director for the NFL Players Association, said that Damar Hamlin will 100% play NFL football again.
That's awesome.
I think so.
Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness.
Yep. Representative for Hamlin could not immediately be reached for comment yesterday after the comment was made. He's not publicly addressed the return to the field, but this dude was on a radio program. It was on something called Heart to Heart.
I guess that would be the radio program Heart Doctors would be on.
I guess this
I mean,
sounds like a riveting radio program. A bunch of doctors and cardiologists talking.
Welcome to Heart
That's,
to Heart.
man, that sounds like that's riveting radio right there.
Today I'm going to take your pulse.
But
where the beat goes on.
He said, the doctor said that 100% he will return to the NFL. And, that's something we had speculated on. I'm like, listen, if the guy's healthy, and this was like a 1 in a million deal where he got slammed in the chest at just the wrong moment in the cardiac heartbeat cycle, and that's what caused him to go into cardiac arrest. What are the odds of that happening again? Probably zip. So they're saying, yeah, he's going to be back. That he 100% says he's going to play NFL football again. That's good. That's good news. Now, the Michael Irvin situation, and Roxanne, you said you dated Michael Irvin?
What the heck are you talking
Hold on,
about?
what did you say?
What are you talking about? What kind of rumors are you trying to propagate?
Hold on. Hold on. You said something during the break about you were hanging with Michael Irvin. What did you say?
Years ago, he would come into town to do, I believe it was like the Arena Bowl. I'm sure he was here during Super Bowl.
But you hung out with Michael Irvin?
Yeah, and he ended up being friends with a very close friend of mine.
I'm sorry. I thought I misheard you then.
Let's just play telephone game and throw out
inaccurate
information.
Explain it, Roxanne.
You did not date Michael Irvin. I'm sorry. So famous former Dallas Cowboy Michael Irvin, he's in trouble. Something happened. And Roxanne did not date Michael Irvin.
No.
But
and I thought he was a very nice guy.
You hung out with him.
I did.
All right, then I misheard what you said during the break. I thought you said you dated him for 4 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The number 4 was never mentioned.
All right.
And the word date was never mentioned. But
all
I can totally see why you would hear that.
I'm sorry. This is weird. Something happened. The NFL Network sent him home. This is days before the Super Bowl. He's in Arizona. He's in Glendale. The NFL Network, obviously a ton of Super Bowl-related programming. Fester, you know more about this than me. So Michael Irvin is a pretty integral part of the NFL Network?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a Hall of Fame receiver, and they go to him for a lot of stuff. He was at the media press day where all the guys are standing on those little podiums and they ask all the stupid questions. So he's a big part of their Super Bowl coverage. To be sent home kind of abruptly.
According to the NFL Network, Michael Irvin will not be part of the NFL Network Super Bowl 57-week coverage. According to NFL Network spokesman Alex Reithmiller, something happened. Sunday night, when I came into the hotel, they asked what I did, and I said, I just went straight to the room, Irvin said. But I guess I had met somebody in the lobby, talked to somebody in the lobby for about a minute, and then I went to my room. And then after I got up there, they said that they had to move me in the hotel. I said, move me in the hotel for what? So they moved my hotel, and I said, what's going on, guys? What's happening? He said, why are we moving hotels? They said, well, last night you walked in, you talked to somebody. I said, I didn't talk to anybody. I went straight to my room. And then they showed it on camera, and I did talk to somebody. I talked to this girl for about a minute. I don't know what. They didn't show it to me. They told me I didn't see it, but that's why they moved me, because I guess the girl said I said something to her within the minute that we talked, and so they moved me. That's why I'm kind of hiding to wait and see how everything comes down. It was a minute meeting somewhere in the lobby. I don't even remember. It was really because I had a few drinks, to tell the truth. So what happened in this apparent conversation in the lobby of this hotel in Arizona? What happened between Michael Irvin and this woman in the hotel lobby that they moved him to a different hotel?
Oh, yanked him off TV coverage for the biggest game?
And now they've totally taken him off of coverage, and they sent him home. They sent them packing.
All right, so
what's going on here? Is there anything new?
There's
some kind of misconduct allegations.
It had to have been a verbal exchange, because nobody went to anybody's room. Nothing sexual happened. They ended up, according to Michael, shaking hands. There's no police report of anything happening.
The woman apparently made some kind of unspecified complaint.
Well, if they have it on video, they should be able to see the nature of the conversation and watch the handshake that happened allegedly.
All you see is two people talking. You don't see people. Did he proposition her? Did he? He said he had a couple of drinks in him. Might have been feeling a little loose.
I have no idea. I don't know if we're going to find out what the allegation is, but it must have been serious enough that the NFL Network took it seriously and they sent the dude home. The biggest NFL situation of the year, and they send one of their guys home, Michael Irvin. Anyway, weird deal. Hey, Super Bowl 23, they're saying the ticket prices are dropping.
Super Bowl, what number did you say?
2023.
Super Bowl 20. Super Bowl 2023.
All
so
right, I'm sorry.
Super Bowl 57. Super Bowl in 2023. The word is that prices are dropping. So if you want to score some last minute tickets, the prices have come down from their highs. Prices for some seats were $4,560 on January 30th, and now a couple of days, those same seats are now down to $3,580 on Vivid seats. So that's like $1,000 savings.
I've always heard wait till closer to the game.
Lower level seats are available for $4,364 before fees on January 30th, but now those prices are down.
I'm sorry, what was face value?
Yeah. So, listen, Andrew, this is not face value.
No, I just asked, what was face value?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see what face value, but typically the face value is like, $500, $1,000, whatever the tickets are. But the point is that taking a look at Super Bowl seats from a week ago versus right now, apparently a lot of the seats in the aftermarket, the resale market, the prices are coming down. So if you want to do a last-minute deal and head on out to the Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona this weekend, be able to get some seats that are cheaper than they were a couple of days ago.
So the two teams in the Super Bowl this year, the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Yeah.
Both of them already have one win at State Farm Stadium because they've already beaten the Arizona Cardinals.
Gotcha.
So if they win the Super Bowl, they will have more wins at that stadium than the home team because they lost 7 home games.
Oh.
All right, last item, or actually 2 more quickies here. Super Bowl ads. Guess what category is out? Guess what category was really hot last year, but you're not going to see, apparently, commercials for this category of product this year.
Chips. Like Doritos.
No.
I don't know.
No, why would that be out?
Because it was in last year. I just threw something out.
In fact, they're touting a big commercial. There's a Breaking Bad. Is it Doritos or some chip? Well, look it up quickly. Type in Breaking Bad Super Bowl commercial so we know what the product is.
One of the guys came out and said, this is the last time we're going to resurrect Breaking Bad characters.
So Bryan Cranston and the dude that plays Jesse Pinkman.
It's New Corners. It's like a...
No, it's Popcorners, not New Corners.
Well, it's a newer product. It's
not. Popcorners has been out for a decade.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
A decade?
I've been getting Popcorners on JetBlue flights since 2008.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
I want to get to the bottom of this.
This is not new.
Well, it's this crappy Popcorner chip.
Popcorners are not new. They've been around forever.
Ever?
A long time.
Ever?
Fest was like, oh, yeah, they're going to advertise this new product called Popcorners. It's not new.
I haven't seen these Popcorners.
I've been eating Popcorners on JetBlue flights. That's one of the snacks they offer for free.
So they got a Breaking Bad themed
That's the point.
commercial for chips.
Right. So Bryan Cranston, Walter White, and Jesse Pinkman, they've teamed up, and I think they're out in the desert in front of their old motorhome. And they're eating Popcorners.
They're in the
which are brand new. They just came out last week.
Apparently.
No, they did not.
No, listen, I can't find when they came out yet, but I'm reading a story right now that came out just a year ago, how Popcorner's growth made it an acquisition. In other words, it's on its growth trend now, which means it can't have been out that long. It can't have been out for... Popcorners have not been around for a decade.
I thought I bought a bag of Popcorners like 2 years ago, and it was like the first time I've ever seen it.
No, they've been... All right, listen.
I don't care about
Does anyone know how long Popcorners has been out? Call us right now. 800-990-1047. 800 990-1047. I'm telling you guys, I have been getting
I'll take your word
popcorners
for it.
on JetBlue for at least a decade.
I swear I don't want to die on the popcorn sword here, okay? You're fine. It's been out for 20 years.
I want to go to the
my God,
popcorners
Bill.
phone.
Call into the Chip and Dip morning show here. When did the popcorners come out?
Let's go. Let's go to the phones here quickly. Does anyone know definitively how long Popcorners, the snack chip, has been out? 800-990-1047. 800. You're telling me, Fester, you never heard of this?
A couple of years, maybe a year and a half ago, is the first time I ever saw him.
800-990-1047. All right, the Popcorners phones are ringing right now.
You know what? Spring break last year was the first time I saw him, and I bought them for the kids when we were in the hotel. That was it.
Okay.
Where have you
guys
been?
are both wrong. You guys are both wrong.
I prefer my chips potato-based.
I have been eating Popcorners at least in the
Okay.
in the early 2010s.
On your JetBlue flight.
Ooh la la.
Look at every line is ringing.
Oh,
Every line is ringing with our Popcorners debacle. Yes, all right, so what
And
do you
they're
mean we're
good,
both?
too. Popcorners are good.
What are you getting via text?
I'm too busy trying to do research on Wikipedia.
And all Popcorners has a Wikipedia
They
page.
do.
Like,
They do, but they don't tell you when they started.
How can they not tell you when it started?
Exactly. They
All
just
right.
tell you it was founded by
every-
Zeke Alenick, whoever that is.
Every line is
Medora
jammed.
Snacks.
Johnny in Clearwater. Hey, Johnny, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
We're doing well. Go ahead.
I am a flight attendant for an airline you just mentioned, and we give away popcorners for at least 10 years.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to be on your airline tomorrow. I'm going to be on JetBlue tomorrow night. I'm going to be having some popcorn. Are you flying out of Tampa tomorrow, Johnny?
I am driving to Tampa now.
All right. Well, I'm going to be on when are you flying out next? Maybe I'm on your flight tomorrow.
I'm off for 10 days after this trip. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm on JetBlue tomorrow night. I'm flying out. So I'm gonna Fester. I'm gonna have popcorners. And listen, how can I get better than this? Johnny is a JetBlue flight attendant, and Johnny's telling me they've been giving out popcorners for at least 10 years.
I'm starting to kind of think my answer may be wrong. I'm getting a lot of 2008, 2009.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for nothing, Johnny. Get out of here, Johnny.
John, I love Johnny.
Have a safe flight today,
Hey,
Johnny.
Johnny, how long you been with JetBlue?
May 1st will be 10 years.
And you've been giving out popcorners the entire 10 years, right?
The whole time.
Yeah, guess what they're going to give you for your 10-year anniversary?
Yeah. Fester thinks popcorners just came out last week.
Okay, this is their first Super Bowl. I thought it was a newer product.
This is perfect. This is the best call. The first call is incredible. Johnny, fly safely. Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
Thanks,
All
Johnny.
right. Let me grab Michelle's in Tampa. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
We're great. Go ahead, Michelle. You're on.
I went ahead and looked it up on www.recordonline.com. It says, though popcorners weren't invented till 2009, the chip's origins date to 1998. And that's when entrepreneur Zeke Alenick founded the Ideal Snacks and Liberty to contract manufacture healthy pop snacks. So it sounds like the origins date back to 98, but it was really invented in 09. But I will admit, my dad loves them, but I only have seen them around for probably about 2 years now.
I mean, could it have been like a small batch company that's kind of blew up in the last couple of years? Is that possible, MJ?
It's not a small batch company
anymore.
They've been on JetBlue for a decade.
Okay, I'm finding it.
Michelle, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Michelle, have a great day.
2008, they were launched.
I know.
But
Hello.
I bet you it was a soft launch that only the JetBlue first class people were eating. Yeah.
JetBlue doesn't have first class.
Okay, so give the schnitz plenty of popcorners. They're very specific.
All
right, so Breaking Bad's doing the popcorn.
We didn't even get to what category is not going to be on the Super Bowl ad rotation.
Yeah, I thought it was popcorn.
It's not.
Right,
you said chips, and that's the dumbest answer ever. Of course.
But what did we learn?
Of course they're going to advertise snack products.
Beer might have been the dumbest answer ever. I think beer would always be in the Super Bowl ad. Chips. Okay, what about
avocados from Mexico?
Ooh. That's usually
Avocados from Mexico.
That's usually a thing. Yeah, you're right. It's always.
I'm sure they're advertising this year. That's not what I'm looking for.
So
hey, Andrew, wasn't there an avocado story as well?
Yes.
Hold on. Remind me what that was, but in a secand. Let me just finish up. Let me complete the thought here.
Does it have to
which
do
we
with-
started 9 minutes ago.
Does it have to do with that Binkman-Fried guy?
No. Yes. Yes. And it's not Binkman. It's Bankman.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
The text lines have been blowing up with that answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crypto. And I'm
Yes.
like, I'm about to respond. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking
Yes.
Because it was 9 minutes ago that we started this.
Because now we're talking about pop chips or popcorners.
Crypto ads like FTX and Tom Brady, and that was huge last year. There were several crypto ads, not just FTX, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the Larry David ad was last year.
That was FTX. Yeah, we've got that audio in here somewhere. But guess what's not going to be advertised in the Super Bowl this year? Crypto. So the whole crypto thing is kind of out of favor right now with the collapse. And remember the story? Last year, they paid for the Super Bowl ad with investors' money. They used money on deposit in crypto to pay for the. They were taking money from everywhere. Moving money all over the place with this whole FTX fraud.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, if you know, you know, Shiba Inu had themselves a hell of a week. It's worth 1/millionth of a penny now.
Instead of 1/trillionth of a penny?
It rose 25% in the last week and a half.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
All right,
baby.
so you're not going to see the cryptocurrency ads during the Super Bowl. They're out of favor right now. Yep. It is 7:49 at the MJ Morning Show, rolling up on 7:50. And I've got a little dating tip for you. Hey, Andrew, what was my teaser? How did I want to make sure I couch this right. And yesterday, my teaser that ran all day long, hey, listen to the MJ Morning Show tomorrow at 7:45, and I'm going to tell you about dating. And I think I said I had some great dating tips, right? Do you have here? Roll the promo. Here it goes. When it comes to dating tips, where do you go? Of course, me, MJ. How'd you like to be more attractive to your date? We'll tell you about it. 7:45 tomorrow morning, MJ Morning Show on Q105. All right, so it's 7:50. I'm running a few minutes late. That's because Fester screwed us all up with the chip dip.
I didn't know the history of pop chips. My apologies.
Popcorners.
Oh, God. Yes, you're right.
All right. Dating. You want to have a more successful date? Of course, you come to me for all of the dating tips here. This is psychological, man. This is science.
I like this stuff.
Why do you like this stuff?
Not because I'm dating.
Are you dating? Is something Doug needs to know?
No, I like, psychological tricks and body language and stuff like that.
There are psychological tricks that will make you more attractive to your date. So this is really the premise. How would you like to appear more attractive to your date? And a psychological expert reveals these tips on how to, they say, win over any potential date. And the two biggest things are, you're on a date, you want to make a good impression, you want to win them over. Number one is breathe slowly. Are you chortling over there?
Yeah, it's a chortle. Yeah, it's a deep breathing chortle.
Breathe slowly.
That's very odd.
I don't know if I've ever paid attention to a date's breathing, unless it's more of a subliminal thing that maybe you don't look at it overtly, but maybe it's sort of under the radar, and it psychologically it sends a message. So if you want to be attractive to a date, the next time you're on a date, breathe slowly.
What about how attractive are you if you grab a brown paper bag and breathe into it?
Hyperventilate on your date?
Depends what part of the night it is.
Yeah, I think, you go out on a date, you're at a restaurant, you whip out a brown paper lunch sack, and you start huffing like spray paint fumes out of the bag. I don't know.
Seriously, the last time I can think of myself as breathing slowly, I do try to breathe slowly when I'm trying to put Daviana down for her nap. If I'm going to lie with her, I slow my breathing down as slow as I can possibly breathe,
That's
and then she eventually falls asleep.
That's about as far away an answer from the dating life.
No, it is.
I thought you were going to say that you put her in the car seat in the car and drive her around Westchase.
I do that all the time, too.
Are you serious?
Oh, my.
Yes. You do that trick. We never did that.
I do it. I have to with her.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She fights me on naps. But
and after you've had a bottle of wine, you're driving around?
Not at night. Not at night, but like for nap time. But my point is, what are you going to do? Like breathe slowly and put your date to sleep? Like how is that sexy?
You just don't want to be, I guess, hyperventilating or having like heavy breathing.
Well, also breathing more slowly calms your nerves. You're not going to be over anxious. You're going to just be more relaxed.
And the science or the psychology behind that is breathe slowly at a very, very steady pace because that exudes confidence. So that's the psychology. Breathe calmly and slowly on your date, and that just sends a confident message. You know, you've heard the deal that guys might not be the most attractive, but if they carry themselves, and guys that maybe are not like going to be on the cover of GQ, and they're not like a 9 or a 10, that guys that are not as attractive as some other guys, that if you carry yourself in a very confident fashion, that a lot of times that compensates and will help you overcome if you don't have model looks.
Tell me about it. And then you work. Then you pull off a couple of good jokes. Works every time.
Some slow breath and some good jokes. Mm-hmm.
Breathe right, carry yourself, and pull off a couple of jokes, ugly guys.
All right, so breathe slowly, and you'll be more attractive. And what else was there? Was one other thing. Breathe slowly, and
I hope there's something else besides breathing. My hot tip: breathe.
I have this. I have the second
Don't
thing.
be a corpse.
Okay, I hope I'm waiting for it.
Be alive.
The second thing is bring popcorners to your date.
And know when the hell they came into existence.
No, the second thing is talk less. Breathe slowly and talk less.
Well, that sounds like an exciting date.
Well, that's what. Talk less, but talk with efficiency, maybe, or make sure what you're talking about counts, and don't have all kinds of because we've all been on dates. It's been a long time for me, but we've all been on dates where things are not clicking, and you're just talking, you're just rambling. There's no like meaningful discussion going on. It's like you're just talking to fill time. It's kind of like most of this radio show.
God, that sounds familiar.
That describes
6 to 10 every morning, right here.
Yeah, you've just described the second half of November in my marriage. You
So
kidding me?
yeah. So does this make us a bad date show? No. So when you you slow breathe and you talk less.
Yeah.
But I do think that women, when they're out on a date with a guy and the guy is like listening to them and not saying as much and doesn't need to hear himself talk, then the woman's like, oh, he's listening to me. Oh, he's really into me. Like, so I can see where that would be a positive thing.
Walmart has confused a lot of folks, and it has to do with Valentine's Day coming up on Tuesday. Oh, Fester, we ought to call the Barry dude and see if he still wants to get married on the show, because we need. What do you call it? An officiant? What do you call it?
A notary or an officiant?
Officiant. Thank you.
I actually had one of our morning shows.
I had aficionado stuck in my head.
Yes.
An efficient. So we need a notary. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Let me finish up with the Walmart story, and then we'll talk about the wedding that might occur live on this show on Tuesday next week. First, though, Walmart has really confused folks. They're pushing this Valentine's Day bear. Oh, this cute Valentine's Day bear. Oh, this will be a great item for your sweetheart. But it's a breakup bear. The bear, I'm not making this up. The bear, it's a plush teddy bear. The bear is wearing a sweater that says bye-bye, and it's holding a broken heart. Look at this. I'm holding it up to the camera. If you're watching MJTV right now, you can see this thing. MJTV, if you ever want to watch us live in the studio, the whole show is live on video. If you go to mjmorningshow.com, you click on MJTV at the top, and you can hit the live stream from 6 to 10 and watch us live. Or you can click on it and watch any of our previous shows. And, of course, later on today, if you want to see the show on video, you can go and watch it. If you're bored at work, you're in your cubicle, no one's watching, go to mjmorningshow.com and watch the show on video. Yeah, either live. Look at this thing. I'm holding this thing up to MJTV. Roxanne, do you see this? Look at this.
Yeah.
The bear is holding a broken heart. In the left hand, or in the right hand, the bear is holding LO on half of the broken heart, and then in the left hand, it's VE. So it's a broken, split heart, and they're pushing this as a Valentine's gift. Well, this is a breakup bear.
Is sadistic.
That's what people are saying.
All right, so this bear is like $16.98.
Right. So they're selling the stuffed bear holding the broken heart that says love. So the love has been split in two. The sweater the bear is wearing says bye-bye. It's a 9-inch tall stuffed animal. And also, it dances on demand. If you squeeze the foot on the bear, it plays a clip of NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. This is a breakup bear, and they're pushing this as a Valentine's Day gift.
So on their Twitter page, they posted this, and they write, "It's cuter than a breakup text." And it has a picture of this really cute bear that's breaking up with you.
So Joey Fatone and them are getting royalties on this bear.
Well, whoever holds the publishing.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever holds the publishing gets the royalties for using the bye 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 bye, clip. What are you laughing at?
Your singing was on point.
I got Fester over here snickering. I've got the Fester snicker.
That sounded like, because it sounded like Denise singing.
Hey, Andrew, what happened to my Fester snicker? It's gone. On this page, it's a blank spot. It was right below the Marlene laugh. That's Marlene. And then the Fester snicker was right below, and now it's gone.
He'll find it.
It disappeared. Anyway, people were like, Walmart, what are you doing? Yeah, they called it the perfect humorous Valentine's gift. What, handing a breakup bear to your loved one on Valentine? Yeah, that's going to go over really well.
If you're going to break up anyway, give him a cute bear.
Anyway, Walmart's getting a little pushback on this, and a lot of comments online. Walmart, we found the Snicker. The Snicker's back. Yeah, that's Fester's Snicker. Like Muttley from the Wacky Racers on Saturday morning when I was a kid. Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, just wait till you hear Pat Mahomes laugh later.
Oh, that's right, with the whole Rihanna thing. We'll get to really. We'll get
it's
to
isolated.
That. We'll get to that later on. So Walmart and the teddy bear. It's 8:00, by the way. Welcome, folks. 8:00 here at the MJ Morning Show. Got a couple of emails I want to address. First of all, I would like to thank Alan. Alan reached out. Let me see if Alan has responded, because I sent Alan a note. I sent Alan a note that said, "Hey, what's your phone number?" Hang on. Nope, he didn't respond back. Yeah, I need to call Alan. So Alan sends me a note. MJ, longtime listener here since 1997. I was wondering if you were able to locate some Eagles tickets. I bought 3 in section 116 and have not chosen anyone to go with me. If you still need 2 tickets for your family, let me know. Thanks, Alan. So, Alan, I hope you haven't chosen anyone to go in the time that you sent me this email, and I responded this morning. But, I need a couple of tickets because...
You have to sit next to Alan? So it's like 3 tickets, like you and Michelle and Alan?
No, it's not going to be me, because that's a school night. It's a work night. So the Eagles, I think, are on a Tuesday night, and that's a little rough for me. So I'll go to concerts typically if it's a Friday or Saturday night and it's somewhere I want to go. But Michelle was going to bring Julian. Julian's going to be home from school. The timing works out well. So it will be Julian and Michelle going.
With Alan.
I guess, with Alan. I don't know. Is Alan going to give me the tickets? Does Alan want me to pay for this? I don't know. He doesn't delineate. But Alan, if you're listening, regarding the the Eagles tickets that you have in row 116, listen, I'm interested, because I did make a couple of calls.
What an odd number of tickets to buy.
Even Michaela in our promotions department. I said to Michaela, even before the Eagles tickets went on sale, "Hey, Michaela, I know we're working with the promoter. We're giving away Eagles tickets. And I'm like, hey, can you see if you can talk to the promoter, and can I buy some really good seats for Michelle and Julian?"
Right.
And Michaela never got back to me.
Because the answer is probably no.
Well,
Because they sold out so quickly.
Well, now Alan is offering me tickets for Julian and Michelle in section 116. So, Alan, if you're listening to the show right now, check your email. I responded, and yeah, I'm interested in the two Eagles tickets.
I'd love for another guy to take my wife and kids out on a date. That sounds fantastic.
The other email I wanted to address is a listener that's concerned that something happened to Michelle. Because they say Michelle's not been on the show for a week. That's, I think, quite possible. I don't think Michelle's been on this week.
Right, we had her on Friday for Michelle Mania.
So
That's right. Yeah.
So she hasn't been on this week.
Right.
But the person in the email, the person says Michelle's not been on for a week. So, well, if you look at the number of days, Saturday, Sunday, which don't count, but still Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it'd be like, 5 days or 3 show days you haven't heard from Michelle.
All right.
And this person is asking for proof of life. What do you think? I buried her in the backyard? What do you
Well, I talked to her on the phone on Saturday, I think. So we know she's been alive since Saturday.
All right. James wants proof of life for Michelle. Okay, no. Michelle is alive and well.
We know she's been alive on Saturday.
Yeah.
Not since Saturday.
Okay.
We know we talked to her on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Stop it, guys. James, I'm calling Michelle live. Proof of life. Do you want her to hold up like today's newspaper? Like a hostage video or something?
Hello.
By the way, this is not really Michelle. This is a chat GPT voice that you're hearing right now. Michelle, are you alive?
Barely.
Are you listening to the show?
Yeah.
James is concerned that you've not been on the air this week. And listen, folks, I only call Michelle as warranted. It's not a deal where I must call Michelle every day. If there's a content item that makes sense for me to check in with Michelle on, then I'll call Michelle. And I'm sorry. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, James, there just wasn't a need for me to call Michelle. But now there is, since you think that I might have gotten rid of her. So here, Michelle, is everything okay? Blink twice if everything's okay.
Right. Let me get this chain and move it a little bit around.
There's no chain.
Phone better and get my little bowl of broth and bread.
Are you okay? You all right? Did I wake you up?
Yes, you got me all locked up in there.
I don't have you locked up in the house. Will you stop
like
it?
Tower.
All right, will you tell me?
I can't grow my hair long enough to get down.
Rapunzel, let down your hair?
Yes.
Well, hey, can you tell James that you're okay, please? Just address James right now.
Please, somebody come rescue me. Faster, you know where we live.
All right, I'm coming, Michelle.
Will you stop it?
I'm coming. I got to get the ladder. I'm coming over. I'll save you.
Call 911. Michelle, can you tell James you're okay?
I think I'm okay. What are those pills you gave me this morning?
Oh, will you stop it? I didn't give you any Bill Cosby pills.
You know what? We could pretend to be Amazon drivers and bust her out of there. You guys get all the packages.
James, Michelle is okay.
That doesn't sound it.
So I guess you also didn't hear that Alan emailed me.
Did.
Oh, you did hear that.
Excited.
All right, so Alan is offering us Eagles tickets for you and Julian.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, he'll pick you up at the house and everything, Michelle. Why take 2 cars? We can all drive together.
Please take us to the concert so my son and I can escape.
You should escape. Get out of here. Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
Yes, Michelle is A-okay. Everything is just fine. Now, speaking of Valentine's Day, a listener by the name of Barry wants to get married on the show live on Valentine's Day. You know, he sent me a note on Instagram. And by the way, I've got an Instagram problem. I want to talk about that in a minute. But Barry sent me a note on Instagram, sent me a private message, direct message, and said, I would love to get married on your show Tuesday. Can we get Froggy ordained? I can do 6:30 a.m. or 7 a.m. Can we do this? Very specific. Let me call Barry quickly and make sure he still is cool, and then we need to find an officiant, or we need to find a notary or a judge that is available to come in on Tuesday morning on Valentine's Day and marry Barry and his, I guess, fiance. Hang on a minute.
I have somebody online who already said they would on the text line.
Finding the notary is not going to be the issue. We got several people that have reached out already.
You might have one on staff.
Is that you? Are you one?
No, I'm saying may have someone in the business side of the building.
Are you guessing?
Right. Let me just check in with Barry.
Hello?
Hey, Barry, it's MJ Live. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Barry, you're still up for the wedding on Tuesday, right?
Yes, we're good. We're good.
Hey, what was your fiance's name again?
Lisa Marie.
How
Come
could
on,
I
MJ.
forget? That's right. She was named after Lisa Marie. Hang on a minute.
She's online right now.
Oh, Lisa Marie's on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Lisa Marie. Well, this ought to sound familiar then. We can use this as the walk-up music to the wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry, about to marry Lisa Marie, live on the MJ Morning Show on Tuesday. And then when it's all done and the wedding's over and they leave, I can say something like, ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Marie has left the building. What do you think? I think that's perfect.
Love it.
Yeah, you like that, guys?
We love it.
All right, Barry, we have a couple of logistical things to go over.
Okay.
Well, Festi, can you handle that with your myasthenia gravis?
I think so.
Can you?
Maybe you can physically talk to Barry.
I mean,
so, hold on. What is
you
your
bounced back pretty well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah, you did.
what is your level of expectation for anything on Tuesday?
Okay, so we already know that you guys are crazy. We're crazy. So we're looking for crazy.
Okay. Like what kind of crazy?
I mean,
Like you want it catered with like Cocoa Puffs and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or what?
I trust MJ, Froggy, and Fester, and Roxanne to do whatever it takes to make this a good show bit and make it a memorable moment for us for the rest of our lives.
oh boy, that's a
that's
lot of pressure.
pressure.
That's a
Now,
lot of pressure.
now, hang on
Barry.
a sec. What time is good? Because you gave me like these. You gave me this really weird like time of like 6:30 or 7 o'clock.
Okay. She had to go to work right after, so that's why we said 6:37. So we're really pretty much open for the whole whatever time you need us there for the show.
All right. So if we do let's say we do an 8 o'clock wedding on Tuesday for you guys live on the air, 8 o'clock would work.
Perfect. That's even better than 6:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah, damn right it is.
Is
All
she
right.
going to be in a white dress? Are you going to be in a tuxedo? I mean, what's?
I'm going to be in a nice Ralph Lauren pink shirt and
A pink shirt.
khakis. She's going to go find a dress this weekend, hopefully.
All right.
And that's where we're at.
The dress barn's having a President's Day sale. I mean, if you think there's going to be like floral arrangements and like
Well, maybe
ribbons and stuff.
maybe we can find a florist to bring in a couple of arrangements. I'm sure we can work this out.
I don't know.
No, there's this florist over on like 49th or something that
Valentine's Day is a pretty busy day for these guys.
I realize that, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we're going to make this happen.
Oh.
And then
Are you expecting a cake?
All right, so wedding cake.
I mean, MJ's a lot.
Well, go to Publix and get a cake.
Okay, I'm thinking Barry and Lisa Marie walk in like, hey, how you doing, guys? We marry him and they're off. And he's thinking something memorable and crazy that they remember and cherish for the rest of their lives.
Well, let's maybe call the cake boss, see if they can ship something down.
He's not cooking anymore.
Who's that famous cake lady on Dale Mabry?
Oh.
You know that famous
Yeah.
cake, the lady that does amazing cakes?
Elisa's Pieces?
I don't know. Can you find the name? No. There's the lady
I think it's called the Cake Lady up in Carrollwood.
I think it's the cake lady. Let's maybe call the cake lady and see if we can get a nice cake.
That'll work.
All right, guys. All right, I'm going to put you on hold. Actually, I'm going to hang up now. But
yeah, I mean,
let's say 8 o'clock on Tuesday, Valentine's Day. We'll have Barry and Lisa Marie getting married live on the MJ Morning Show.
You got it, man. We're down.
All right, we'll be in touch. Festa will set it all up.
This is such a terrible idea.
Festa, what is your problem?
I mean,
Why is it a terrible idea?
It's going to be remarkably anticlimactic.
How is that? They're going to get married on the show.
Whatever. It's going to be both. Barry, Lisa, do you? All right, thanks. Okay, here's a piece of cake. Thanks for coming. Here's a Q105 t-shirt.
Dude, what? That's what a wedding is.
Yeah, no,
it isn't.
Barry wants
No,
it
it
to be
isn't.
zany.
I chose Froggy and Faster and MJ to be crazy. Woo! We want crazy. We're gonna have the craziest Mormon radio station marriage ever.
We said
crazy.
we will listen. We will have just a spontaneous marriage on the show. Whatever Froggy does, maybe Froggy will do some kind of crazy Hal Herman stunt or something.
Who's your best man?
What?
Is Roxanne the maid of honor?
Are you bringing a best man, Barry?
No, it's just gonna be me and her.
Yeah, that's fine. That's easy because our studio is stupidly small. So,
do you have a marriage certificate?
Oh yeah, you need 3 days in the state of Florida to get your license prior to getting married.
Today's our day. We already have our 3-day waiting period, so today's our day, the 9th. So we're good to go. We can get married anytime now.
Oh, wow.
You
This is great.
Okay.
This is perfect. They have the paperwork done. All right. I'm going to hang up now, and now we're going to try to find someone to perform the ceremony,
Do
okay?
you have a photographer?
We could possibly find somebody if you guys can't find somebody.
We'll find somebody.
I've got a Pixel 6 Pro with a nice camera. I'll take the pictures, all right?
MJ's going to be the best man wearing khaki shorts and a T-shirt advertising some kind of gun or something.
All right. We'll be in touch shortly, okay?
All right. Thank you, man.
All right, bye, guys. All right, they're getting married. They're getting married on the show. Now,
do I have to get like a multi-tiered cake?
I think it'd be great if we could find like a judge. Is there a judge listening now? Is there like a Pinellas or a Hillsborough County judge or some like official that could come in and marry them? Barry and Lisa Marie live on the show, 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
I mean,
if you have the ability to marry people, call us up. Let me hear from you right now. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I would love to hear from a judge. If you're a local judge or,
you preside over wedding ceremonies.
I mean, listen, I would like to hear the options. If you can perform a quick wedding live on the MJ Morning Show on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., please call us. Or if you know somebody that can do it, probably. Call us. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
I thought judges were typically for divorces.
Well, judges, people get married at courthouses all the time, too.
Yeah, judges marry people.
Yeah.
That was Andrew was answering phones. You heard the producer booth and the phones ringing in there. All the lines are ringing. So let's see what we have here. Let's put Marissa on hold. Let me see what Marissa does. All right, Andrew is screening calls. And what are you getting as far as texts over there, Roxanne?
Oh, I'm getting all kinds of comments. Someone wants Doug and I to get married the same day. That's not going to happen. Someone wants to. People are recommending cake people.
So we're getting all kinds of ancillary
you
things.
can have Hal Herman or Shorty Shane officiate.
Well, Shorty Shane ought to be the ring bearer.
Honestly, we have the Winn-Dixie right up the road here. I'll probably get the cake there.
Winn-Dixie, Publix?
Oh, yeah.
All right, whatever.
MJ could wear a cheesy tuxedo T-shirt.
None of this is going to happen. I mean, I don't know what this guy's expecting.
Marissa, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're well, Marissa. What do you think about the wedding Valentine's Day morning here on the show?
I think it's exciting. I think love is something to celebrate, and I can actually marry people. It's easy to get an officiate license online.
Wait, do you have one already?
I do already, yeah. Several years back, my friend wanted to get married, and she asked me to officiate.
So you have a license?
Correct.
All right, hang on a minute.
Well, thousands of people have these licenses.
I realize that. Hold on. We're just going to get a list of people. Marissa, I'm going to put you on hold here.
I'm not going to call 15 people who think they're notaries, MJ. I'm going to call 1 or 2.
All right, Marissa, grab Marissa's. Andrew, can you grab Marissa's number, please? She's on hold. Let me grab David in Tampa. David, hi. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing well, David.
Yeah, I was just telling him I'm a notary. I can come in Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock and do it. And
have you ever married anyone as a notary?
I did one time in my office.
And do you have the terminology and the verbiage? Do you know what to say?
I do. It's in a book that they give you when you get your notary.
Oh, really? All right. Well, David, hang on a second. Let me put you on hold. and we'll get your phone number. So, David, stand by. Andrew's going to pick up. I'm going to pick up some. Andrew can't answer all the calls. I'm just going to pick up some cold lines. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Giselle.
Giselle?
Yes.
Hey, Giselle. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. We're live right now. What's your deal?
I'm a notary.
You're a notary as well. So, have
Yes.
you married people in the past?
Yes. My last one was my daughter.
And when was that?
That was about 2 years ago.
All right, that sounds good to me. All right,
Yes.
And Giselle, could you also notarize some insurance documents while you're in for me on Tuesday morning?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, hold on a sec. Well, it's,
I have to update my will. Can you help me with that?
Yeah. All right, so I just put Giselle on hold. So let's see. We've got a whole list of notaries now. All right, Giselle's on line 6, Andrew, if you can wade through all the calls and pick it up. We haven't heard from a judge yet. Let me grab another cold line here because Andrew's answering calls. Hi, it's MJ. Who's this?
Hi, good morning, MJ. It's Judge Valkenburg.
Oh, we got a judge. This is fantastic.
All right.
All right, Judge, and Judge, where are you a judge?
At Hillsborough County.
Oh, that's right. I do recognize your name. Have we met?
Michelle went to Stetson. Well, Michelle and I went to Stetson.
That's right. You guys went to Stetson.
20 plus years ago.
All right. So, Judge, do you want to be roped into this?
I will perform the ceremony. Absolutely.
Oh, this is what I'm looking for. We have a Hillsborough County Circuit Judge that's phoning in.
I'm county judge.
Oh, county judge. We got a county judge phoning in. This is perfect. Okay, this is Judge Valkenburg, and wow, were you by any chance in moot court with Michelle at Stetson?
I was not. We had a couple classes together.
Gotcha. Who was the professor that died in the middle of grading exams?
Was it Casile maybe?
Yeah, it started with a famous professor at Stetson, and his name started with a K.
It was Casile, Professor Casile.
Yeah, and he died in the middle of grading like exams. It was crazy.
That's how those professors want to go, though.
So Judge Valkenburg, you're in. This is it. I want to thank all the notaries, but if we could get, do you have court on Tuesday?
I will make it work. I'll be there early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, because what we'll do, clear your docket. So, Judge, it'll be an 8 a.m. wedding on Tuesday morning. We'll have you out of here at 8:05.
That's pushing it.
Perfect.
We'll have you out of here by 8:30, Judge.
All right, Judge, hang on a second. So, this is Judge Valkenburg, 13th Judicial Circuit, Hillsborough County. And Your Honor will perform the marriage ceremony. This is incredible. All right, Judge, I'm going to put you on hold, and Andrew will get your cell number, and I will personally be in touch to get this all set up.
All right, sounds great.
All right, Judge, thank you so much. Hang on, Judge. All right, look, I picked that thing up. Andrew, please pick up the judge. Here comes the judge.
I mean, what's our decoration budget for this? Because I got to go to Dollar Tree.
And what's the entertainment, like music and DJ and stuff?
The best of the 80s?
Okay.
The 80s and more?
Check that box.
I'm gonna play "Hungry Like the Wolf" by Duran Duran.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna play. We can play "White Wedding" by Billy Idol.
I mean, can I get PDQ to bring some tenders or something?
Yeah,
for the main course
we'll get PDQ to cater it. That's what we'll do.
All right.
Oh, this is fantastic. You guys thought I was nuts. You're like, no judge is going to call in. And a Hillsborough County judge is listening and calls in, and boom.
I still think you're nuts.
We've got a judge to perform the ceremony.
That's awesome.
This is fantastic.
All right.
It doesn't get any better than this.
I'm making my list. We got the judge. We got the bride and groom.
Yeah, you got to go to Winn-Dixie or Publix, get a cake.
I'll get a cake.
You know, some people don't even, I got to tell you, some people don't even do, I just went to a wedding last weekend, and cakes aren't necessary.
If I'm going to a wedding, there's a cake. I don't care. I mean, I don't care what these people want or do. There's going to be a cake if I'm involved with this.
Well, I mean, it can be sweets of some kind. Maybe get some really good cupcakes. But they do have to shove them in each other's faces.
Or, Professor, just go get a dozen glaze down at
Krispy Kreme right down the road.
There you go.
Hot
Done.
now. Hot,
Done.
just bring them right in.
You know, Krispy Kreme has the Valentine's Day donuts right now.
Do you know what someone told me?
What?
That Krispy Kreme is abandoning the ice cream. I don't know. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Call the Krispy Kreme down here. Somebody sent me an email. I forgot about this. Remember we were making a big deal about Krispy Kreme had the glazed donut-flavored ice cream?
And we went there twice.
And the machine was broken.
And I've never had it. I've never gone back.
Exactly. We went there twice. We were going to try it and shoot a video live, and I've never had the Krispy Kreme ice cream. And then somebody said, oh, yeah, they're abandoning it. Your last day to get it, I think it might have already passed. But I want to find out if it's true or false, but Krispy Kreme, I was told, is getting rid of the ice cream. The glazed donut-flavored ice cream. Yes, Rox.
Okay, catering by PDQ and Sardo's. How about both?
Yeah, listen, tenders and pizza.
Tenders and pizza, big smorgasbord.
We got a lot of moving parts in all this.
Dude, it's not that many moving parts. Stop trying to make this into
There's a cake. Now we have an elected official or an appointed official, a very highfalutin judge coming in.
We do. Judge Volkenberg is going to perform the ceremony.
And we're going to be wearing khaki shorts and dirty T-shirts in the pictures.
Speak for yourself. I'm going to dress up.
You know, Michelle has a lot of friends that are now judges. I mean, there are numerous friends. I think we're up to like 3 or 4 that she went to Stetson with that are now judges.
I have friends that these judges have sentenced. I'm on the other side of it.
This is going to be fantastic. Moving along on the MJ Morning Show. Show of hands. Who likes a hot tub experience?
Okay, hold on.
No hands have gone up.
I'm on the fence with it because there's different hot tub experiences.
No hands went up. I just asked the question. Now, Froggy's not here. You probably noticed that you haven't heard Froggy because Froggy's in New Orleans at some kind of, is he selling shelves or is he at a convention?
It's a shelving convention.
That's
where he just
exciting.
sits there and takes orders from Ace Hardware proprietors from around the country.
Man, that's great. Froggy is missing the show today because he's selling shelves at a convention. Is he at the Is he at the Superdome?
I might be at the New Orleans Convention Center.
Whatever. So he's selling shelves. So no Froggy today. I just asked the crew, show of hands, who likes a hot tub experience? And who's seen the movie Hot Tub Time Machine?
I was just going to say, I like a hot tub time machine. If I'm going to travel back in time in a hot tub,
is that
yes.
one of the worst? I've never seen it, but is that one of the worst movies ever made?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's awesome.
Now, Roxanne, you did not raise your hand when I said.
I felt it was a very personal question. I didn't want. Yeah.
So listen,
I didn't ask you what position you like best. I asked you if you like a hot tub.
You said hot tub experience, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Do you like
going into a hot tub?
Exactly. Do you like going into a hot tub?
Okay, I guess I was picturing more my bath, which is a yes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a bathroom, if it's a private jacuzzi.
I'm not talking about a hot tub in your bathroom. I'm talking about the hot tub that someone has in their backyard or a hot tub at a hotel next to the pool.
That's the big difference, dude, because I went to the Embassy Suites in Orlando, and there was humanity like I've never seen before in the hot tub. I'm like, I'm never going to get in that thing.
We were just up in Whistler, Canada.
Yeah.
Michelle and I and the kids, we were up over Christmas time in Whistler. We were right there near the main village. We rented an Airbnb right across the street from where the big supermarket is and that little shopping center with the British Columbia liquor store.
I'll take your word for it. I'm never going to Whistler.
And in our little area where we rented the condo, they had a cul-de-sac, and in the middle of the cul-de-sac was like a little building, and outside they had a hot tub, and every night it's like -10 and people were outside in their bathing suits in the hot tub. So my question is, that type of hot tub, Roxanne, are you into that type of hot tub? Yes or no?
No, not really.
All right. Fester, are you into that type of hot tub?
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is this headline grabbed my attention. This is one of those studyfinds.org stories. The headline, just how gross are hot tubs?
See.
Depends how you feel about bathing in feces, urine, and fungi. Yay.
I mean, I'm responsible for 2 of those 3 things every time I go into a hot tub.
Well, let me read this. Whatever we have on our skin, we deposit into the warm waters swirling around us, including the 100 milligrams or so of feces usually present. I don't want to get specific here. But maybe
at all times.
Maybe I already did.
Yeah.
For many centuries, we have bathed in communal waters, sometimes for cleanliness, but more often for pleasure. Indeed, in ancient Greece, blah, 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 2 millennia on, we're still attracted to bathing communally, though many people now have their own hot tub or jacuzzi, sales which went up massively during the pandemic. For those who don't have their own hot tub, there's always the local gym or spa, and many hospitals also feature one too. This is because jacuzzis are often used therapeutically for relieving and treating joint inflammation.
Yeah, but whatever's on that person's body is in that water when they come out.
The warmth of the water within the hot tub naturally widens blood vessels. Anyway, there's a lot of good things that can come out of being in a hot tub and having that type of experience. But then we get to bacteria, viruses, and fungi. But it's also worth bearing in mind that when we enter the waters of a jacuzzi, whatever we have on our skin, we deposit into the warm water around us. And then again, 100 milligrams or so of that usually is present between our. All right. This means that while you're relaxing in the hot tub's warm water, you likely breathe in or swallow your jacuzzi partner's body bacteria, viruses, and fungi.
Absolutely.
And listen, I'm reading this from Study Finds. This is a very well-known website that has all kinds of studies. Every day they publish new stuff.
We were at a resort maybe last year, and there was a family from Canada, and they had these really bright pink kids.
Were they from Whistler?
No. But they had these bright pink kids, and the mother put on so much sunblock that when they got into the pool became cloudy.
Like the really white zinc stuff?
I mean, she caked these kids, and I'm like, this is disgusting. We left. I'm like, this is awful. Because it was like it's like you're swimming in skimmed milk.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but this caught my attention.
Ugh.
Okay, I got to tell you, Doug took me when we were first dating. So this is like our courtship phase, and I went to meet his family. And
you bathed in fecal matter in their hot tub?
No.
Roxanne, would you like to sit in my dad's poop tub over here?
You know,
I want you to get very close to my parents. I want you to go in their hot tub filled with poop.
It's a custom in my family for you to bathe in their fecal fluids.
We call it the poop tub.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
So we're grown adults, obviously, in our 30s, and we go to stay at his family's house, and we're sleeping in separate bedrooms there, you know, it's proper and everything.
Right.
But then Doug's like, I'm going to take you to this place. It's the Oasis Hot Tub Gardens in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I probably had a good time because I probably had some wine or whatever, but this is where like strange, I say strange Michiganders because I'm with a strange Michigander, but they go to these hot tubs that are indoors, and that's how they have a good time since it's so cold and snowing all the time. But it's like teens go there. You know what I mean? How gross.
Yeah. Listen to this. While personal jacuzzis may be relatively safe microbiologically, public hotel or spa jacuzzis can potentially be very high in infection-causing bacteria, particularly if the water's recycled. Let me call Michelle real quick.
Okay.
So James, by the way, I'm calling Michelle twice now. So see, there's a reason why I'm calling Michelle. Hang on. So obviously it has to do with hot tubs, because we would never allow the kids to get into the hot tubs, and they always wanted to do it.
Hello.
Especially Chloe. Are you listening to the show?
Yes.
All right. What do you remember about Chloe and hot tubs?
She used to want to go in the hot tub so badly wherever we were.
Hey, Michelle, how hot tub averse have I been since you've known me?
Oh, we've never even gone near a hot tub. You'd be like, you make a face when we go by there. But we told her that no, if you go in the hot tub, you're going to get a rash. And she couldn't stand it, and she did stick her foot in when we were in maybe Little Cayman, but she did get it an eczema, or she already maybe had some eczema. And so when I took her to the dermatologist says, well, tell me what's going on. And she literally said, I stuck my foot in a hot tub and now I have a rash. I was like, no, that's not really true.
But we told the kids because they gravitated toward the hot tub. Because they'd see people in the hot tub, and I never went in a hot tub. I never liked the hot tub. I just didn't want to be in a bath with other people, and I always found them to be like poop pools. So it's like it's a poop pool. So I would say, Chloe, nope, those things are dirty. We don't want you in there. But she always wanted it. And now, listen, I feel like I'm totally justified and I'm exonerated because I've been averse to these things for 30 years.
She could be in a Scottish hot tub right now and you'd have no idea. Maybe she's living her best
Oh, no,
hot
she
tub
would
life.
call us from there or take a picture. We know everything that child does.
Have you seen the kid's Instagram?
I know.
Yes, we've seen her Instagram.
So that's... how about the chlorine? Doesn't that do something to kill the germs?
Yeah, listen.
Not enough.
Well, I tend to concur there. I don't think it's...
So, the particles are still there, even if the active ingredient might be dead.
So what is it?
Say, Roxanne, I'm impressed that you continued to date Doug after he took you to this crazy hot tub place.
It was strange. It was very odd.
That's where Doug sealed the deal. It's like, we'll take the private room, please.
That's like the focal point or the fecal point of Kalamazoo.
The fecal point? Really?
Not a lot to do in Kalamazoo.
Not a whole lot to do in Kalamazoo. I have coming up. Hey, Michelle, second time on the show today, so hopefully James is satisfied.
All right, because I figured out how to, get out of this locked room.
All right, goodbye. See ya.
If you cut sheets, you can make a rope.
Get out of here. I have a classic crotchety old man call coming up in minutes. I'm whipping out a classic crotchety call because of a story that happened locally. And I love when there's like real life imitating a crotchety call, imitating, art. So hang on, I'll get to that in just a matter of moments. On the musical front, did you see that the estate of Michael Jackson is closing in on selling half, not the whole thing, half of the music catalog rights for about $900 million?
Wow.
Holy schnit. Almost $1 billion for not the whole thing, half. The estate of Michael Jackson is in the process of selling half of its interest in Michael Jackson's music catalog in a deal somewhere around $900 million, according to three sources that confirm this to Variety. Details unclear. Sources say that Sony and a possible financial partner are negotiating to acquire 50% of the estate's interests in Michael Jackson's publishing.
So is the estate held by the kids?
The estate is held by whoever was dealt the rights by the executor back when Michael Jackson was put to sleep permanently by Dr.
Conrad Murray.
Yeah, Conrad Murray, that's right, with the propofol. Propofol.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jackson wanted a deep sleep. And listen, whenever I've had a surgical procedure, and I've only had one surgical procedure, and that was when Dr. Jeff Stone at FOI took the little palm frond thing out of my hand because I stabbed myself with a Canary Island date palm frond. And
of course you did.
So I was under propofol for that, and he said, "Hey, you're about to have the best sleep you've ever had." And then I've since had 2 colonoscopies, and they give you propofol for that. And again, they always say, "Man, you're going to have a good deep sleep. Going to be great." And I've been knocked out 3 times with propofol, but apparently, remember, Michael Jackson was knocked out, I think, every night.
Yeah, 3 times on a Tuesday.
With propofol to get a good sleep. He was getting knocked out with an anesthetic. And, of course, there was a wee bit too much one night, and, Michael Jackson's no longer here. And now the estate, half, $900 million. Who's going to walk away with that money? Doesn't it have a kid named Blanket
He does.
and Lampshade?
He does.
And
Blanket was the one that he held over the balcony.
oh, that's right. In Paris or something?
I think it was in Paris. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're right.
People were afraid he was going to drop him.
Yeah. So that's pretty big. Now, have you heard of, what time is it here? Because I want to save time for the crotchety call.
36 or 37.
8:37 now here on the MJ Morning Show. Do you know about Spotify snooping?
No.
Fester, Spotify snooping. Do you know about this?
I'm not a user of Spotify.
I don't know if it's just Spotify, but Spotify snooping is where people do not make their playlists private, and you can see exactly
what they're listening to.
What they're listening to, exactly. Let me share the story with. This is a Wall Street Journal piece that I saw. That when we play songs on Spotify to get us through the day, whatever, they can be intimate. Sometimes also publicly visible. Many people have sharing settings enabled on the Spotify music streaming service, making it easy for friends or strangers to find out what they're listening to, and by extension, what they're doing and how they're feeling. Are they listening to Bop? Was that Hanson?
Hanson, that's right. Very good.
What are they listening to? Listening to some, Taylor Swift breakup song, or I don't know, like I want to stab my ex-boyfriend's eyes out song, or whatever.
Her song "Anti-Hero" I think is my favorite thing on the radio right now.
People who have been Spotify snooping have been coming clean on recent months on social media. Some users have posted videos detailing how they discovered their crush is dating someone, while others have shared tips on how to do some snooping on your own. Wonder how many of our listeners know about this and do Spotify snooping. Interesting. I mean, there's a lot of, like Michelle. Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Third time?
Calling Michelle a third time. Hey, James, when it rains, it pours, buddy.
Careful what you ask for next time, James.
Exactly, James. Speaking of like snooping and like settings to make sure things are private. Oh, now she's not going to pick up.
All right. So a bunch of different social...
Yeah, let me call the cell phone. Hang on a minute. She might have went downstairs. But no, there's another sharing issue, and Michelle commented just like a few days ago, because I guess she has friends that use the same service, and she's able to see stuff.
So I have a Venmo account.
Yeah.
And when I sold those pictures of my naked backside...
Hang on. Hey, where are you? I just called the house phone again.
I thought it was a crank call.
Why would it be a crank call?
Well, somebody called the other day and it wasn't anybody because we were all in the house.
Right. All right. So what did you comment? You just sent money. Did you send money via Venmo or Zelle? And you said to me, I don't know why these people have their information public. Because what is the service where you can see like friends of your... What is it?
Yeah, Venmo.
All right. And Fester, you're about to bring up the same thing.
Everybody who is in my address book, because you have to like allow it to, I guess, get to your address book if you're trying to put in people you know or whatever.
Yep.
Everybody who has ever been in my address book, people that I haven't talked to in 5+ years, their kids, because I have their kids' email for some reason. I can see, so-and-so, Sally paid Sammy $10 for drink. Martha paid Billy, $10 for groceries.
The point is Michelle, my wife, can see people that she hasn't talked to in ages and what they're sending money for via Venmo. So you have to make your Venmo settings private so you're not sharing that you sent $400 to a hooker.
Well, it all depends what you put in the comment line.
Or whatever.
But I mean, I'm looking at mine. Tabitha sent Jan money for pizza.
Now, Michelle, your settings are private, so people can't see when you use Venmo, right?
Right. My settings, every time I do that, then I go in there and I make sure that it's set to private.
Yeah. Every time I do Venmo, maybe I need to set something so it does it by itself, but I always have to undo public. It's automatically going to public, so I have to push private.
Yep, there you have it. All right, Michelle, I got to run.
Emily paid Kate for pizza.
Goodbye.
Deborah for dermatologist.
What was that?
Oh, there's a bunch of gifts here. Kara paid Lisa for gifts. Oh, somebody got a big gift. They got three Venmos. Look at that.
Wow, look at that. All right, Michelle, I got to run.
I mean, all right. Well, you run. Like I'm running too.
Goodbye.
We'll probably call you 3 more times today.
No, that's it. 3 times. Third time's a charm.
Hey, this is cool.
I got to play a crotchety call. I'm up against the clock here. Can you hold on to that?
I'll hold on.
Hold on to that. I've got to play a crotchety call here. I teased it. I want to pay it off. This is perfect. Local story. Tampa sanitation worker given commendation after saving man trapped inside garbage truck. This is a Fox 13 story. The honor of a lifetime came for a Tampa sanitation worker for saving a life. His quick thinking averted disaster for a man who was trapped in a dumpster about to be crushed by a garbage truck. Efran Caban was collecting the garbage in dumpsters near Busch Gardens on the morning of December 21st. That morning, though, he saw hands on a monitor for a camera that is always pointed to the collection bin. At that moment, he stopped the truck and said, wait a minute, something isn't right here. There's a human back in there, according to Bruce Allen with the Department of Solid Waste. After the man was lifted to safety, investigators determined that he had a head injury but would survive. The day before, it was raining, and according to Larry Washington, who's also with the Department of Solid Waste, the individual was trying to escape the rain. It was 40 degrees that day in Tampa.
You climbed in a dumpster?
Guess so. Guy climbed in the dumpster and apparently stayed in the dumpster. Here comes the garbage truck to collect the dumpster, and the guy was about to be dumped into the trash truck and compacted. And now the sanitation worker with the city of Tampa got a commendation.
Good for him.
Guy in a dumpster? Oh, my God. Again, the crotchety old man predicts the future.
Recycling and waste.
Oh, thank God you've answered. I'm stuck in one of your dumpsters.
In the dumpster?
I'm stuck in one of your dumpsters. I was collecting aluminum cans like you hear right now for recycling. You know, I can get 16 cents a pound. I can make 70 to 80 cents a day. And I got stuck in one of the dumpsters, and I can't get out.
Sir, let me transfer you to dispatch.
Thank you. Hurry up. I might die in here.
Operations, Frank.
Oh, thank God you've answered. Frank, I'm stuck in one of your death trap dumpsters.
How did you get in the dumpster, sir?
I'm collecting aluminum cans, and I climbed in, I leaned over, and I fell in.
Excuse me, push the top of the dumpster open and climb out.
I'm trying. I can't reach it.
What is your location, please?
What?
What is your location?
I think I'm at the Denny's.
Which Denny's is that, sir?
I'm behind the IHOP.
What street are you located on?
I'm having amnesia. I can't remember because it was 100 degrees out there today, and I'm all hot.
Can you tell me what part of the city you're in?
I'm somewhere near downtown. Oh, hold on a sec. What's that? Oh, I think the truck is coming.
Push the top of the dumpster open so the driver can see you.
I tried. No, I'm getting lifted.
What is the number of the truck?
I can't see it. I'm getting lifted.
Tell me your location so I can get in touch with the driver.
I'm getting lifted. I'm upside down. Oh, he's slamming the dump.
Where are you?
I don't think I can hold on. I'm falling down.
Tell me where you are.
I'm in the dumpster. I was tossed in the back of the truck. I think it stopped. Whoa!
Where are you, sir?
It's starting to compact.
Tell me where you are.
I don't know.
Oh, my God, come on. Tell me where you are. You've got to climb out of there.
He's compacting the load.
Try to climb out.
I'm trying.
Attention. Oh, my God. What are you doing?
Can't move. Getting wedged.
Get out of there.
I can't.
You got to get out of there. Oh, my God. Where are you?
I can't talk any longer.
You've got to try to get out. Get the driver's attention.
It's about to crush myself.
Get help.
Oh,
get out of there. Climb out.
too bad that Tampa solid waste garbage truck driver Ephraim Caban wasn't operating the truck that day. Might have been a whole different story. There we go. Classic crotchety on the MJ Morning Show at 8:47. Traffic is on. Pat's got the latest. When we get back, girl gets her head stuck in a cake pan. You got to hear this. Also, the Salma Hayek story, and we've got a comparison to do next on the MJ Morning Show, and a whole lot more coming up.
Well, here we go. We finally got the lanes open back up on southbound 275 around West Shore, but if you're in that backup in the interchange, doesn't feel like it. You're not even moving. It's bumper to bumper back through there, but I guarantee in front of it, it'll start picking up because the lanes are open. Heavy on the interstate in Pinellas around 38th and 54th, both directions, but no accidents there. Veterans southbound still very heavy. Keeping you updated. I'm Pat George. From the Rubenstein Law Traffic Center.
An MJ for two college brothers. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. I'm going to make things so easy for you when it comes to your move. Now, moving can be hectic. Moving can be very taxing and trying. I'm going to take something out of the equation, and that's finding a mover. I got it right. One of the lyrics from Two Princes. It is the MJ Morning Show on Q105. During the Super Bowl and all the commercials coming up this Sunday, this is something you will not hear.
It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff.
That's the FTX commercial. That whole fraud, that whole collapse with that, what's his name? Sam Bankman-Fried?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah, that's right, baby. So, no crypto ads during the Super Bowl this year, apparently. All right, MJ Morning Show on Q105. A lot of stuff to do. MJ here with Roxanne and Fester. Froggy's at some shelving and warehouse convention in New Orleans right now.
Hey, man.
He's got his businessman hat on.
Yeah, good for him.
I guess so. Hey, I need people to send me a direct message on Instagram right now. I think my Instagram is busted because I don't know what happened. And I'm not an Instagram expert. I do use Instagram more than any other social media these days because I love photography. I love taking pictures, love doing little videos. So that tends to be the best venue for me. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow, Certified MJ Radio. But what I'd like you to do is send me a message. Send me a private message on Instagram because when I go to the private messages, I've got primary, general, and then requests. And I don't know what puts things in. I have no idea why things are in these different categories. But for whatever reason, beginning yesterday, the one that says requests, it says like failure to connect to server. So I don't know what's going on. It just started happening to me yesterday. Huh. So if you're on Instagram, send me a message. And I want to test this thing out. So if you're on Instagram, send me a message. Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. And let me see what's going on here. All right, my phone is buzzing up like a bitch right now. Oh,
I didn't even know that requests file existed.
I think requests might be from people who you aren't friends with.
I've never checked that.
All right, hold on. It's totally filling up now. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like it's one after another. The thing is like vibrating nonstop now. Hang on a minute. I'm sticking the phone up here. It's going. Can you hear that?
Yeah, we hear it. Yeah.
I mean, my phone it's vibrating nonstop now, but it's weird because the messages are coming in again. Maybe the pump just had to be primed again. But then I also saw the little black bar came up, failure to connect to server. Am I the only one getting this?
Weird.
Am I the only one having a failure to... But I'm getting all these messages right now. My phone will not stop vibrating. Brick Bart, M. Compton, Stormy, Steakley, Mike, Daniel Anderson, Sean King, Brad, Rob Pistorius, Kristen Marie. I mean, it's nonstop.
It's a lot. Okay.
I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of messages that have come in now.
Hey, you just talked about your IG. I'm going to say follow Roxanne Wilder, Roxanne. And I have some really great pictures up in my story of Valentine's.
But
MJ
also,
Morning Show Valentine's.
But you've begun to thirst trap because who told you that you needed to post bikini pictures of you on the beach or
Meredith. Actually, as we're saying this out loud, I'm reminding myself of Tom Brady. Someone must have told Tom to thirst trap. That's what happened to me. Meredith told me
you didn't have your hands covering your
No, I was holding a baby covering my... Yeah.
I've got to talk about someone getting their head stuck in a cake pan, which I don't know how the hell this happens.
What kind of cake pan?
Well, hang on. I'm going to explain in a minute. First, though, Roxanne, we do have an Instagram angry message from a listener.
Yeah, I forwarded it to you.
All right, hang on a minute. It's in my text messages. All right, here we go. Gator. Oh, he's the leprechaun guy that held up the Save Fester pot of gold at the parade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good guy.
I think he's pissed.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. So maybe you can...
Hold on. Hang on. Let me read this.
Fester.
Apparently, I'll probably not have my 15 minutes of fame on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 to receive a call from MJ to thank me for involuntarily making the Save Fester sign on my pot of gold at the children's parade. You have no idea how many times I've been emailing MJ and also DMing him on IG, including DMs to Roxanne Wilder to remind them to call me to thank me. and they still haven't done it. Apparently, they're more focusing on accepting the listener who wants to get married in the studio instead of giving me a call thanking me. I took my time to make the Save the Fester sign on my pot of gold. Unbelievable SMH.
Okay, let me just
shaking my
say-
head.
Hold on.
Well, Gator, I don't have your phone number.
All right.
And Gator, wait a minute. Gator, I reposted the picture of you with the pot of gold. I mean, you got a total showcase on my certified MJ Instagram.
Well, I want to say Gator sends me great stuff all the time in my DMs. It is very difficult to respond to everything all the time. But I also want to say that when you do something nice, you don't require that there's a thank you. You just do it to be nice.
Gator,
this is a bad look, my friend.
Hold on. Well, Fester, he held up a safe when you were laid up in the hospital.
Right, and
at the children's parade, he held up a Save Fester pot of gold.
There's a picture of Gator. You know, he and I, we've corresponded. But listen, hey, I'm going to do this, and you have to call me to thank. Come on, Gator.
Gator,
come on.
I mentioned you on the show. I mentioned the pot of gold. I posted you. You're prominently featured on my Instagram.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Gator, send me your phone number, and listen. If calling you will make you happy, I'm happy to call you. I'm happy. Send me your phone number, Gator, and I'll give you your. Well, it's not going to be 15 minutes, but I'll give you a minute and a half of fame. All right, we appreciate you as a listener, Gator. Listen. The customer is always right. Well, not always, but sometimes. So Gator, Gator, send me your phone number, and I'll be happy to call you. Watch, the guy's probably not even listening right now.
And I do have to say, Gator, that I flood MJ's email with so many. I mean,
you fled?
Flood.
Oh, flood.
Yeah, like I just send during the show. Even I'm like, oh, this is from a texter.
I thought you were going to say you fled communism in Bulgaria in the early 80s.
I did.
I thought that's what you're about to say. All right, go ahead.
I'm enjoying my freedom now here, and so I send you stuff all the time from texters, from DMs.
Right.
When I try to filter some stuff, but you can't go through everything.
I try to see everything. I can't respond to everyone. I do not have the time.
So I got Gator's number because he texts me.
Okay,
we've had a textual.
All right, do you have his?
I just called and it went to a voicemail. I just tried calling him. First of all, Gator, thanks for putting the Save Fester bucket out there on the kids' parade. I got a lot of pictures. He sent me pictures beforehand. I thanked you for it. I said, have fun. And I don't know what else you really expect from us, my friend. I mean, if I knew you were going to bust my balls over it, I would have told you don't put my name on your bucket.
I know. Gator, we want to make nice. All right, so Gator, we're trying to call you now, and it's going to voicemail. Show me the number. I'm going to call him live. Just hand me the number, and I'll dial him up live here.
Info.
All right, listen, I don't want unhappy listeners. I don't want unhappy customers. Listen, if there's a bug in the burger, I'm going to make you a new one and refund the money, okay?
Listen, the guy, he goes to all the parades. He dresses up as probably the best leprechaun outfit I've seen for a normal-sized man who's not a dwarf.
I'm calling up Gator the leprechaun right now. All right, Andrew, pick up line, or Fester, pick up line 1.
All right.
No, maybe you shouldn't do. You don't even know how to put it back on hold.
That's true.
All right.
All good points.
See if he picks up. Gator. You got him?
Hey, this is Fester from the MJ.
All right, tell him we're live.
Hold on.
Put him on hold.
Hold on. MJ wants to talk to you.
Push the button that says hold.
Oh, he's on hold.
All right. Hey, Gator.
Hey, MJ, what's going on, man?
Hey, well, Roxanne showed me your pissed off message on Instagram.
It wasn't a message. That was a post.
Oh,
post
for all of his friends to see.
I already deleted it.
Oh, too late.
I already deleted that.
It's out there forever.
Well, I just read it. It's living in the podcast forever.
And then some of my friends screenshot the post and sent it to me.
Huh.
You really have to think before you hit send on those things, Gator.
Listen, Gator, everything is okay. Listen, I'm sorry we didn't call you, but we talked about you on the show. You saw that I posted you on my Instagram, right?
Yeah, but what you also said you were going to call me, but Froggy brought it up about me and the leprechaun. He thought that was your daughter Chloe, but he said no, that was me at the children's parade.
Anyway, listen, Gator, what's your real name? What's your first name?
It's Damon.
Damon, listen, we really appreciate you putting Save Fester on the pot of gold and you having concern for Fester's health when he was laid up in the hospital with his myasthenia gravis, resurgence. So, listen, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you doing that, and thank you.
You're very welcome, man. But I got a really unique story to tell you real quick. You got to move your time.
We have plenty of time. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When I was at the Bayshore Boulevard during the Children's Parade, and and when the people saw that sign I made to say Fester on the pot of gold, when I was walking towards my route, and then I run into the other folks from the other radio station, like on, I think it was like 100.7. That's when I met Tommy Chuck.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Chuck, listen, Tommy Chuck, our former boss over at 93, Tommy Chuck sent me the picture that he took of you. That's the one I posted on my Instagram.
Yeah, and he saw that sign, and he went like, "Oh, Fester from the MJ Morning Show." And then there was like other folks who saw that sign. They come up to me and they said, "Who's Fester?" I'm like, what? And they say they were asking me, like, are you talking about Uncle Fester from the Addams Family? I said, no. It's Fester from the MJ Morning Show, and I had to explain the whole thing.
Yeah, they must be new because most people that have been in the market for a number of years, people know that it's Fester from the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Damon, I got to run because I got a lot of ground to cover here, but you just got your minutes of fame. Thank you, buddy. All right?
No problem.
Are you going to be at the night parade this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be. I'll definitely go be at the night parade this Saturday. Are you going to be up there too?
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it.
Yeah, Fester's part of. Fester's part of the Rough Riders.
Yeah, the Rough Riders will be out there, so I'll be out there.
Hopefully, Fester can make it.
MJ, fun fact here, real quick.
Yeah.
My dad is the original member of the Rough Riders.
Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, hey, so Damon, I want you to post now that the MJ Morning Show put you on the air and you're happy and a happy customer, okay?
All right, man. And y'all have a great weekend.
You too, man. Thanks.
Buddy.
There we go. Look at that. I turned the frown upside down.
Yeah, you did.
Did you?
How the hell do you get your head stuck in a cake pan?
I got to see the cake pan.
Yeah.
It's like one of those shaped cake pans, like of a
Tell you
seashell
what.
or something?
Or a bundt cake.
Hey, Andrew, did you post the video yet in videos mentioned? Go to Fester, go to mjmorningshow.com.
Okay.
We've already posted the video.
MJ Morning
A
Show.
girl got her head stuck in one of those like bundt cake pans that they cut out the middle. Is that a why would you cut out the middle of well, take a look. Go to mjmorningshow.com.
mjmorningshow.com.
And then go to videos mentioned. So, Fester, you are
It's this website.
You have no idea how to use a computer. All right, hang on a minute. Just stop.
Jesus.
Just leave.
Let me type the damn word.
No, just you're on our website.
Show.com. It takes me to a landing page.
All right, now you want to go to videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show.
Don't act like this is an easy website to navigate.
All right, so
right?
yeah,
okay.
All right, our website is not the best design.
You call me a moron here, and it's like 10 clicks to see.
But still, I know how to operate our poorly designed website. I still know how to operate that. All right, so listen to this.
Oh my God!
Look, girl gets her head stuck in a cake pan. So if you want to roll the video, I'm going to play some of the audio here. It's an angel's. Let me play the audio. This is from Lewistown, Pennsylvania, and it's from WGAL television. And the family had to call 911 because the daughter's head was stuck in a cake pan. And I don't know.
Well, have you ever seen angel food cake? It has the walls and then it has a false bottom that fits in there.
Yeah, but they had it completely cut out.
No, it comes out. That's how the
that's
how the cake lives.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm not a confectionery expert over here. All right, so the girl put it over her head and then it's around her neck like a steel like whiplash collar, and then they couldn't get it off. Here, listen to the TV station doing the report. Listen.
Firefighters in Lewistown got a very unusual call today. A mother who needed help because her daughter's head got stuck in a cake pan.
Anything can happen on any given day, right? Take a look at these pictures. Erin Mikesell was forced to call 911 when her 2-year-old daughter, Quinley, got her head stuck while playing with an angel food cake pan that had its middle section removed. They just couldn't quite get her head back out of that pan. Well, firefighters with Junction Fire Company responded and ended up using tin snips to cut the cake pan in 2 places, allowing them to remove it from Quinley's head.
She wore it kind of like a shawl around her shoulders until the firemen got there. She was a trooper. She was still able to eat and drink while she had this tin around her.
How about that? Now, Erin, the mom, says she got her leg stuck in a plastic chair when she was a child, had to be cut out, so she just...
What the hell's wrong with this family? The daughter's stuck in a bun cake or a angel food cake pan. The mother, when she was a kid, got her leg stuck in a plastic chair and
What is it with this?
had to be cut out.
All right, so this is what an angel food cake pan looks like. It
All
has
right.
the cylinder part, and then it has this bottom that drops in, and
the
it makes
insert.
the seal.
Gotcha. All right, I see now. Fester's on Amazon. He's showing me how it works.
Would you like me to buy you one?
No, I don't need an angel food cake pan for $26.53.
See, it's not a bundt cake
No.
pan because it makes that fluffier angel food cake consistency.
Bun cake has like the ridges around the, edge.
ridges, yeah.
Like one of those like medieval collar things that you see the guys
A lot of
wearing
them
in
do.
those paintings.
Yeah,
Just like
sometimes
that.
it's
Yeah.
a ring.
Yeah.
It's a ring. Yeah.
that this kind of thing apparently runs in the family.
Yeah, apparently so.
Boy, look
He
at
is
this.
fine, and Erin thanked the firefighters for doing a great job in an unusual situation.
I have a pan just like that. I know exactly what she did. So she got it over her head, and then, we
Oh,
can't.
I'm waiting for the anchor to say, I got my left boob stuck in my angel food cake
You know,
pan.
if you plop it in there, you would. You throw that thing in there.
And her mom was working from home, and she could hear Quinley saying, "Mommy stuck, Mommy stuck." She turns around, and
poor
that's what she saw.
Well, there you go. Runs in the family, apparently.
Yeah, quite an
Glad she's
afternoon.
okay.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, and they need to order a new angel food cake pan because they use tin snips and they cut it's destroyed. The pan's wrecked.
Here's a good one on Amazon, $26.53.
That's what I said. $26.53 for a bundt cake pan.
Free returns, free shipping.
All right, we got to play some additional audio of Patrick Mahomes. Now, we played audio of Patrick Mahomes yesterday because, for whatever reason, you guys erroneously think that he sounds like Kermit the Frog, and he doesn't. I don't hear any Kermit the Frog in Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs' voice.
If Kermit were a man, it would sound like Patrick Mahomes.
We have audio from a presser, and apparently he got kind of punked on Rihanna. Hey, Andrew, explain to me what exactly is going on here with Mahomes? What's the story?
He was asked by a player, I believe, a couple of questions.
Now, is this at like one of the meet and
Media
greets?
day.
Media day.
Media day where
Yeah.
the media's asking the questions. They roll out the quarterbacks and the coaches.
Right.
All right, let's hear what's going on here with Mahomes.
All right, brother. So, how you doing?
Good, man.
Good. All right, great. Rihanna came out and said that you are the greatest quarterback ever. Hearing that, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel great. She's gonna crush it at halftime. I have family members that I think are more excited about the halftime show than they are the game. And so whatever Rihanna says is like the gospel. So I'm glad that she went with me for that honor.
She didn't. She didn't. I was just messing around.
Oh man, you got me up here smiling and smirking.
That's awesome.
He was making it up. He got punked. Rihanna did not say that. That's his laugh. Man, I got a Tommy gun over here. So he got punked, and who do we know? Who
Brandon Marshall?
Who's he?
He's a receiver in the NFL.
Okay,
he is there on media day. So a lot of the guys who are in the league who aren't in the big game get involved with other
They'll
things.
do gimmicky kind of
that was
stuff to be part
Brandon
of it.
Marshall.
Brandon Marshall asks the question of Mahomes about, hey, Rihanna says you're the greatest ever. Then he says, no, she didn't. Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I don't think Marshall plays in the league anymore.
A former player.
He's been out for a couple years, but he knows all the guys, and he had him hook, line, and sinker on that. Didn't he?
Yeah, only players can get away with that kind of stuff. If a regular reporter said that.
Don't forget, tomorrow, live on the MJ Morning Show, it's the Super Bowl egg test. Super Bowl 57, the egg test tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show. Get ready to place your bets It's a surefire pick. The Super Bowl egg test on the MJ Morning Show. 2 eggs, 1 marked Eagles, 1 marked Chiefs. They go in a microwave. Fester pushes the buttons. Deep, 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 deep. 5 minutes. Which egg will explode first? Because that's the loser. The surviving egg is the winner. It's the Super Bowl egg test. It is never, ever wrong. What will happen? If you're betting thousands, millions like Mattress Mac, listen to the MJ Morning Show tomorrow on Q105 at 7:45 to see who wins. You like those? Those are live. I just did those live.
That was really good.
Those are live promos, man. I just did like 3 in a row. I had the 5, I had the 10, I had the 60. What do you think?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, look at that. You want another one?
You made your point.
The Super Bowl microwave egg test is brought to you by Amana Radar Range. Does Amana still make the radar range? Is that still a thing?
They might.
I don't know.
Look that up for you.
All right. So Super Bowl egg test tomorrow morning around 7:45, and that'll tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl on Sunday. So make sure you're listening to us tomorrow here on the MJ Morning Show. I want to do a little comparison here. I happened to see, I was flipping through the channels. This is late at night, earlier this week. It wasn't last night, which was what, Wednesday? So it was Tuesday night. And I'm just flipping through the channels. It was late. And Jimmy Kimmel had Salma Hayek on. And it was a rerun. Apparently, this is a recent show that they reran. But Salma Hayek is on. And I'm listening to Salma Hayek speak. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if I can tell the difference between Salma Hayek and Alec Baldwin's wife. You know?
Yeah, but one of them's real and one of them's not.
Well, here, we're going to play a brand new game, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to play Who's Got the More Authentic Spanish Accent? Is it Hilaria Baldwin, the phony baloney wife of Alec Baldwin, also cinematographer shooter, or is it Salma Hayek, who's actually a Spanish speaker and born in Mexico? So, are you ready to play, guys?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'd love to play.
All right, so here we go. Very simple. You tell me, is this Salma Hayek or is this Hilaria Baldwin?
You know, there's one part that's not in it where I'm upside down.
All right, was that Hilaria Baldwin or is that Salma Hayek?
Ooh, well, you know, the only reason I'm going to go with Selma is because it sounded a little huskier than Hilaria.
Yeah, the only reason I'll go with Hilaria is because of it just sounds like Hilaria.
Roxanne, you are right.
Shut up.
Roxanne is correct.
Yeah.
Fester, you are wrong.
No.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the one and only appearance of Salma or Hilaria.
Well, they sound like twins.
Yeah. All right. So again, here's Salma Hayek.
You know, there's one part that's not in it where I'm upside down and my legs had to be somewhere. But upside down, one loses sense of direction.
Yeah.
And I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So in the rehearsal, I went like head down, almost hit my head.
Okay, so that's Salma Hayek. Now here's Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria, who was not born in Spain, as she's told people. She's not from Mallorca. She was born in Massachusetts, outside of Boston, to a Boston father, a lawyer, and a Boston mother, a doctor. And again, here's Hilaria Baldwin.
You know that. So please, leave my family in peace and let this all play out.
What a fraud.
Okay? So let my kids come home and you stay away from them. Because they ask me, Mommy, what are these people doing?
Yep, the comparison between Hilaria Baldwin and Salma Hayek on the MJ Morning Show.
Why was Salma Hayek talking to reporters in the street?
No, she was not.
She was on Jimmy Kimmel.
I can't tell them.
I see. Oh, you're so confused. You thought that was Salma Hayek. I got it. I got it. I mean, and how about Hilaria Baldwin on the Today Show a number of years ago? How do you say cucumber?
We have how do you say it? Cucumber? Cucumbers.
I mean, that is so sociopathic. She's on the Today Show and she's cooking with Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria Baldwin, and she's like, "Oh, how do you say the cucumber in English?" What are you talking about?
You just said it. You just said it, cucumber.
And plus, you also said cucumber. You're from Boston.
You said the word.
You sociopath.
We have, how do you say it? Cucumber? Cucumbers.
Just most ridiculous thing.
Look, guys, como se dice, how do you say sunglasses? Sunglasses?
How do you say sunglasses?
That's right.
Yeah. How do you say sunglasses? Yeah, it's sunglasses. That's how you say sunglasses. It's sunglasses.
That's exactly how you say sunglasses.
Unbelievable. All right, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show next. We're going to have the lightning round. Hey, Roxanne, you wear nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
You use shampoo.
I do.
You're at risk.
Well,
I'm going to tell you why. This is important. Everyone, you got to listen to this. There's something to do with nail polish and shampoo. You got to hear this. Next, plus a whole lot more on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Back in a second. Now. 105. No, that's weird. I had a strange dream last night. Roxanne and I were just talking about dreams. Roxanne just said she had a dream where she was pulling razor blades out of her arms last night.
And blood was pouring out everywhere.
Oh, my God. That's insane. Wait, so do you know why you had razor blades jammed in your arm?
No, but I could see like the tip of them. The tip would start to come out of my skin. I'd be like, and it would hurt a little bit. I'd be like, I just got to yank it out. And I'd pull out this big chunk of razor from my arm. And I was like, all over my body.
What does that mean?
I got some heavy stuff going on in my life right now. But I mean, that was not a very pleasant dream.
Razor blades jammed in your arm. What is somebody interpret that?
I Googled it and then I closed the page because it wasn't good.
I had a recurring dream last night, and it's the radio station dream where all the equipment's like broken or missing. I've had it. I get it. A couple of times a year. It's not like incessant. I'm not like wake up in a cold sweat and I'm in a puddle of sweat. That doesn't.
You kind of get immune to it.
Yeah,
you have it enough throughout your life. You know how to handle that dream.
A couple of times a year, I get the radio nightmare dream. And last night, I get in. We're about to go live, and the microphone was missing. There's a wire hanging down. There's no microphone. I look over and I recorded something. And you know how dreams are disjointed, how a lot of times the bits and pieces really don't fit together in real life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I look over and I had just recorded a commercial on old reel-to-reel tape. And I look over and the machine is gone. It disappeared. Like a big, huge Otari MX 5050 is gone. It was there 2 seconds ago, and now the machine's been stolen. So I had a creepy, nothing like having razor blades jammed in your arm, Roxanne, but that was my creepy dream stuff last night. Now, I'm a little concerned because you're always sporting the latest manicure, and your nails always have to be perfect.
No, really, they don't. That's a misconception. My nails are rarely perfect. I get them done like 3 times a year for a special occasion. But my toes, I like to keep them.
Her toes are on point.
Yeah.
Her toe
Well, it doesn't matter whether it's your fingers or your toes.
Oh, okay.
Because chemicals in nail polish and shampoo raise type 2 diabetes risk. Yeah. And you might find yourself having to take, I better not play the jingle. The guy hates me for playing this jingle. I never heard back from that guy.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He said he'll never listen again because I play this. He hates the Ozempic jingle for whatever reason. That is the biggest turnoff in life. If that's it, if that's the worst thing in your life is me playing an Ozempic jingle every once in a while. Yeah, listen to this. White women. I guess it's also more directed toward white females. White women exposed to high level of some phthalates. That's the word that's spelled like phthalates. You know what I'm talking about?
Listen up, honkies.
Yeah, it's PHTHALATES. It's a chemical found in hundreds of products, but this is a hunky alert, right?
Yeah, right.
So white women had a 30 to 63% greater chance of developing diabetes if you're exposed to the phthalates. Chemicals found in hundreds of products, soaps, shampoos, nail polish. It's linked to a higher incidence of type 2 diabetes among white women.
Okay, so we all
Where are the white women at?
Yeah, could it also be that the white women are probably sucking down like a Starbucks with 1,000 calories at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, could it be something else?
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you clam it up over there? Why don't you listen to Dr. Sung Kyung Park at the University of Michigan, all right? Dr. Park, which, by the way, that's going to be a Korean name because, Park is did you know that Park is a very big Korean name?
I did not know that.
A lot of people don't realize P-A-R-K is a very big Korean name.
Yes, so is Playground.
No, Park. Now, Kim is also a very big Korean name. I've got, numerous, friends named Kim.
Froggy's wife is Korean.
Froggy's wife is not
Okay,
Korean.
come on, we're making jokes. Come on.
Oh, because her name is Kim.
Yes.
Oh,
her maiden name was Kim.
Her maiden name was
Her
Park.
name was Kim Kim.
There's Kim Park.
Listen to this. Our research found that phthalates may contain or contribute to a higher incidence of diabetes in women, especially white women, over a 6-year period. Dr. Sung Kyung Park, a University of Michigan epidemiologist, put out a statement yesterday. White women exposed to high levels of some phthalates had a 30 to 63% greater chance of developing diabetes, while black and Asian women fared much better, according to the study in the Endocrine Society's Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, which sounds like a really super duper read. Let me subscribe.
So basically,
Hey, honey, did you see this month's issue of the Endocrine Society's Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism?
It's in the bathroom.
Thank you. All right.
so I'm pre-diabetic then.
No, I didn't say that. It's just you have a greater chance. It doesn't mean that you are.
We're all pre-diabetic because we don't. Well, unless anyone has diabetes,
Me
then
because I'm morbidly obese, but you because
No.
you're the whitest woman I've ever met.
What do you mean she's the whitest woman you've ever met?
Everybody knows what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
This is an inside joke, Professor.
No, it's
I guess so. Hey, you want to hear a segue?
What?
Avocados from Mexico.
When you eat your avocados from Mexico with your guacamole dip this weekend during the Super Bowl,
Avocados from Mexico.
I saw a story that your avocados probably had a very risky trip driving through drug and machine gun laden cartel country.
The cartel runs avocados.
Seriously.
If you're having guacamole, you are supporting the cartel.
Abraham, a truck driver in Santa Ana Zirosto in Mexico, waited for his police escort to Uruapan. About an hour away, he was hauling 16,000 pounds of
avocados from Mexico
and set to arrive in the United States just days before the Super Bowl.
I mean, all these guys were worrying about growing drugs all these years. We make drugs legal, and now they're doing the avocado business.
Listen to this. No. The truck driver is saying that the police escort the trucks so they don't get robbed. What, of 16,000 pounds of
avocados from Mexico?
Dude, you could move avocados across the border a lot easier than you can plane loads of weed.
Anyway, just think about it. Your avocados, which most are Mexican grown, you know, I buy Michelle avocados like multiple times a week.
Yeah.
Because Michelle is into avocado toast all of a sudden. Something happened. She got bitten by some avocado toast bug like 2 months ago, and now every day it's avocado toast.
Tell
avocado
her to put
toast.
some tagine on that avocado toast. And
Yeah, why don't you call her up and tell her to put some tagine on there?
I will. You know what?
Yeah.
So I went through a very quick little vegetarian phase,
Mhm.
and my friend who convinced me to do it talked to me about how
How long was your quick vegetarian phase?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And when was this?
It was years ago. It was because I was doing it over Thanksgiving, which I was trying to hide it from my family. So I was like hiding my turkey under my mashed potatoes and stuff, but they caught me. But anyways, she was telling me that, you know, the animals, they feel the fear before they perish to become food. And then you are in a sense eating fear and you're putting that fear into your body. So that's how she convinced me. But now, when we eat avocados, can you imagine how scared they are riding around in the drug cartel's trucks?
Avocados don't have feelings.
I mean,
says who?
I don't think cows do either, but
No, it's an animal. It's a living. An avocado doesn't have emotions.
I've been eating so much avocado fear. That's what's wrong with me.
A couple of things before we get out of here. Hey, we were commenting on Madonna's face, and Madonna was lashing out. Remember? Yesterday?
Yeah, calling people ageist.
Yeah, earlier this week, I think Monday, we first commented about Madonna's face at the Grammy Awards, which I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw the video clip, and Madonna just looks freaky. I mean, she has done just insane things to her face via plastic surgery. She looks like an alien, and people are commenting like, what the hell has Madonna done to her face? Even Megyn Kelly. Remember Megyn Kelly? She was on Fox, then she went to NBC Today Show, then that fell apart. Now she sits at home with a microphone and does a podcast. So Megyn Kelly is, and Madonna lashed out. Madonna lashed out at all of her critics saying that you're misogynists and you're women bashing. Ageist. No, we're not. And it's male, it's female. People are looking at you, Madonna, and you freakified yourself. I'm sorry. It doesn't make you misogynistic.
No, it just makes you have powers of observation, keen powers of observation.
Hello, exactly. So Megyn Kelly, she went off on Madonna yesterday, apparently, and said that Madonna is a sick person who needs help. Hey, Madonna, what do you think of Megyn Kelly? Hey, Madonna's got an Upper West Side or a Central Park West condo, I believe. She's got an apartment in Central Park West in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. And Megyn Kelly lives over on West End in the 80s. So maybe you guys can get together for some avocado toast or something. I don't know. This is good news. Dexter is coming back again. So, they had Dexter ended. Then they had that Dexter revitalized where he moved to like some logging country.
I never saw a minute of it.
Oh, Dexter's great. And then it's coming back. Dexter's coming back as a prequel. So before Dexter even was in Miami, as a serial killer working for the Miami-Dade, crime lab and the blood splatter expert or blood spatter expert. So Dexter's coming back. According to the Hollywood Reporter, it's going to be a whole prequel thing. I think we're done. Anything else, guys, before we get out of here?
Yeah, I think we're done, yeah.
All right, folks, have a fantastic day. Website, lots of stuff on mjmorningshow.com, mjmorningshow.com. Remember, you can listen to the entire podcast of the show. That'll be up by 11 a.m. The entire show edited nicely in full podcast form. We're on all the major platforms. Just search mjmorningshow.com and Q105 and the MJ Morning Show, MJ TV. Give us a watch, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Folks, have a great day, and let's be careful out there.
Good morning. Hear the latest MJ Morning Show